Lisa G, all...
It's I don't know. Me.
What's going on? What do you mean a new you?
I'm wearing a dress.
Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, yeah. Look at that. Hey, yeah. You're wearing a dress. You look very beautiful.
Is that new?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's her whole new look.
Okay.
She's got a stylist now.
She's a woman. She's never worn a dress.
Yeah, I've never seen yet.
Not
the
really,
first time.
not here.
She's like a woman who is a closeted lesbian who only would dress like a man. Now she's dressing like a girl.
It's like Ellen DeGeneres wearing a dress.
That's right.
Never going to happen.
Lisa G, you look charming today. What's up? What do you got for us?
Well, just one major headline, then the rest I'll do tomorrow.
Go ahead. All right.
JD has broken up with the girl he was dating.
How about JD?
JD was he could break up? Were they together?
Well, it was really more her doing because he didn't really like to go out that much.
Right.
And I guess she wanted to date, and, you know, there were some other things, too.
She actually wanted to leave her apartment.
She actually wanted to be in something, so she's broken up the nothing.
Here's my guess on that. I don't think JD had a girlfriend, from what I can tell.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
That nothing really was going on?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that was a 𝗪𝗻ance.
Oh, what?
You didn't think I had... Well, hold on.
It's Italian for a made-up story.
A made-up story?
Yeah, I don't think you were dating anyone. How serious was this thing that you...
It wasn't any... Dude, it wasn't anything serious. There was no girlfriend. It wasn't...
You were banging
Then how
her.
do you break up with nothing?
She was just interested in...
And going outside.
Well, no.
Seeing and having some life besides macaroni and cheese and playing video games.
Okay.
That isn't even the same girl, is it?
No. He couldn't get that one. Who's this chick, man? Did you bang her?
This is the one he kissed in the office, I think.
Oh, yeah, right. Is this
That's why I didn't know what she did for a living.
You know what? I can't. I'm not even...
I kissed her in the office.
I'm not even confirming or denying
I kissed her vagina
anymore. I didn't know.
I don't know what she did, and now I don't have to learn.
I bit her on the vagina.
I was in her office, but I don't know what kind of office it was.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sorry.
So what happened? She broke up with you?
There wasn't anything to break up. She is just interested in me more as a friend than...
But she made out with you. So she got turned off. Something turned her off. What turned her off, do you know? You know how hotels, after you go, they ask for like a performance rating?
Right, like give me fill out this survey.
Yeah, you should have a little survey card and go, what went wrong? Check off. Breath smelled, you know, whatever. What was the reason?
Are you pleased with your service? Was the help courteous and helpful?
It was.
Would you return?
I had heard she said she likes to go out and JD doesn't like to do anything.
Well, I mean, there's that, and you know, our hours are sort of odd, and she, you know, lives in Jersey.
Oh boy!
So it was just everything.
I guess you didn't live up to the JD hype. I guess girls think they're dating this big famous celebrity, and suddenly it's just, you know, JD.
I'm looking at his weird facial hair. I can't stop.
Oh my God! Fuck off!
You mean under his chin where there's a big bald patch? Dude, can I tell you about your facial hair? Because I want to help you.
It's like somebody wrote crazy glue on my face and cat fur got attached.
If you want to...
I can't win. I just can't win at
JD,
all.
if you want to grow a beard like what you're doing...
I don't want to grow a beard.
You see under your chin, you see what I do? You see how I got like stubble, but then I shave the neck? You got to shave the neck part because you got a big hole, like a big bald patch underneath your neck, and it's kind of disturbing, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well,
I know what Robin's talking about.
I don't talk like this a lot, so.
Want me to teach you how to shave that?
No.
Seriously.
No, I'm fine.
You got to get like. Do you have like shears?
No, I just use a razor.
Yeah, but you see under your neck, you got to shave under your neck, like over here.
Yeah, okay. I know.
See how I do it? Come look at me. Touch my neck. You want me to shave you?
No.
Well,
I'll
it's
shave
also
you.
up here, too, because there's, like, areas where there's just, like, 3 hairs.
I know.
And then
He needs to groom. You know what you need? You need shears like I use. Like it just takes it down to stubble.
But the areas where there's only 2 or 3 hairs, he needs to get rid of those.
Yeah, I think that's why she broke up with you. That might be one of the reasons. She's like, man, my boyfriend's got a weird beard.
Anything else you want to point out to everyone, Robin? Where's your magnifying glass?
So why didn't you take this girl out? I mean,
I did. We went out a few times.
Where'd you take her?
We went to some restaurants. Went out to eat and went to a movie and.
Yeah.
And
Well, did you make out with her every time, or?
Yeah, we kissed. So
Kiss was good, romantic.
Yeah.
All right, you got dinner. Now where's my anal?
No.
Yeah, maybe that was it. I got a huge boner. I heard you took her to Steve Brandano's party.
Yes.
That was a mistake.
Ooh.
She probably met a guy there.
No.
I met a lot of nice guys at this party JD took me to.
No.
Oh, yeah, you took her to the party?
She,
Where's Steve? Hey, Steve, was she hot?
Oh, God. Are we just going to analyze everything?
Well, why not? What else?
Well, what else do we do here?
So infrequent that we get a girl to analyze.
She doesn't want to
with
be
you.
talked about. Anyways, go ahead.
Who cares now? She broke up with you.
Well,
What can we hurt now?
Steve, was she super hot?
Yes, she was really cute. I talked to John without JD knowing after the party, and I was like, this girl was really cool. She was into JD. I saw them at one, like, she wanted to watch.
Into him?
She was, the party was going on outside.
I heard you're dating her now.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's what I mean. Were guys hitting on her and stuff?
No, she was into JD. Like I was saying, we were having the party in the backyard, and they went downstairs to like watch the hockey game into my apartment. I came down. They're on one like love seat. Like there was I don't know. They were really close, making out, and I don't know. She really seemed
was
to
it
be
weird? Was it like kind of jarring seeing JD making out with a chick?
Like walking in on him?
It was a little bit.
God.
And two, if
I've just been traumatized. I saw JD making out on a couch with a girl.
Oh my God! I don't know what to do now.
And she did seem like a really cool chick, and she seemed to be into JD for the right reasons too.
Right.
So I
What
was
are those
really
reasons,
surprised.
by the way? Just so other
Yeah,
girls
let
can know.
us know what the right reasons to be into JD are.
No, she wanted his money. So, JD, this sounds like a hot chick and
She
everything.
liked hockey.
Guess you can't force her into it, but
Yeah, I mean, I
What'd you
can't.
do?
I don't know.
if she's making out with you on a
That
couch,
might be what I didn't do. I don't know.
sounds like you should have fucked her.
I'm not getting into what everything that happened, but
You fucked her? It sounds like if she's making out with you in public, she really wants you to give it to her, because that's like saying publicly, "This is my boyfriend," and like she's proud. I mean, honestly, right, Robin?
I mean, yeah, she's going out with you. She's not running around the party trying to meet Steve Brandano and
Right.
the other stars you brought her to. She's with you.
Maybe you're a bad lay. Maybe you did fuck her.
Oh, maybe I am.
You think I'm a good lay?
What movie did you take her to?
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, God.
Oh, no kidding.
Hey, it's a funny movie.
You watch, it'll be on Time's Best 100 Films of All Time.
Excuse me, where's that clitoris again?
Hey, while we're going between the second and third period of the Canadians playoff, could I finger you?
Where's that love spot? Where's that little love button?
Can I tickle your G spot while the player goes into the penalty box?
Do you like a tongue up your ass?
Just checking.
Oh, so you did have sex with her. So you turned her off.
I
Did it.
don't know.
I was licking her anus like a postage stamp.
Did you hold out a long time?
I don't want to get into it. She doesn't want. It's the whole thing.
You don't know who she is.
It doesn't matter. She knows, and
She's the witness
She
protection
she
now.
doesn't want to remember.
I'm reading between the lines. Sounds like he finished too early. Like upon entry. I've had that happen too with a couple of hot
no,
chicks.
it didn't. That's
Like you put it in, it feels so good.
I've never shot my load when I opened my zipper before. It's never happened.
Oh, Jake.
First time.
it's not what happened.
I got my zipper open. Then I came.
Give me 15 minutes. I'll get it back.
I'll get it up again.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
And what did she say? When did she lower the boom on you and say she just wanted to be friends?
Last week.
This was after all these dates, and you
Yeah.
called her out.
I was just about to put my cock in her vagina.
Hey, by the
She
way,
said, I just want to be friends.
now that she told you she just wants to be friends, how's the friendship going? That's gonna. Yeah, I like a girl goes, I just want to be friends with you. Yeah, because I'm going to be calling you now to be friends.
Yeah. I want to be a friend who we never speak and we never see each other.
Because someone told me JD brought his girlfriend to watch him co-host that, the show he does with Tracy.
She just came by.
And then, like, JD gave her a little kiss before he went on the air. So that had to be impressive.
He was into her.
God,
what's that, JD?
Kiss me for luck.
You make me sound like such a douche sometimes.
When you kiss me, I get very articulate.
Oh, you were really into her.
Yeah. Did you cry when she broke up with you?
No, I didn't cry. No.
But she gave you the friend speech, huh?
I mean,
How did she do it? Like, she's like, JD, there's something I need to talk to you about? Like she did on the phone?
No.
Where'd she do it, in person?
Did she do it by text?
No, something like that.
She's like, get your cock out of me.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Forget the rubbers. I'm through with you.
So she texted
Everybody
you?
texts him that message.
What's the message? Like, what is she saying it? Like,
we were,
Were you sexting and she said,
No.
I want to be friends?
No, we were IMing. We were in different places IMing, instant messaging.
Yeah.
And she, and the conversation, she brought it up. And
I like that you brought up in a text. Just want, then the number 2, B, just the letter B, friends. Just want to be friends.
I mean, what were you talking about?
I don't even remember.
Like all of a sudden she said, JD, I'm thinking I just want to be friends. And did you describe to her that chances are you aren't going to be friends?
Yeah, something like that. And she said herself, like, she found it rare that she liked me because she doesn't like people. A lot of people.
What did she say? What?
What did he just say?
What did you just say? I don't even know what you just said.
I think I confused myself.
What did you just say?
She's not, I don't know what I mean. I don't know. She just finds things wrong with guys, like, real fast. And, I guess she found something about me. I don't know.
So you didn't ask her what it was?
No, I mean, we did, but she...
So what's wrong with you?
Well, she didn't even necessarily know. I mean, she stated the not going out, and
But you took her to the fucking
You took
movies.
her and you brought her here.
I guess I didn't do it enough. I don't know. So what am I supposed to do?
I happen to know. First of all, I love JD. I was talking about JD when I was out in Hollywood with Ryan Phillippe and stuff, and I was telling him, if I had a son, I'd want JD as my son.
You sure?
Yeah, I like
you. You can have him. Nobody else has claimed it.
Well, now it's too late.
I've got a lot of free time now. I'm not dating.
I love JD.
Mother left him.
JD's a really good fucking guy. But
you can have him as
awkward.
your son.
He's so awkward, it's lovable.
Like a puppy?
But she told 𝗵𝗄𝗿 that, do you know about this?
I don't even know if I want to know.
She said JD is so much better on the air than in person. So she fell in love with JD on the air. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
She's pretty tongue. Did you hear that whole story?
No, not.
That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, when he's on the air, he's with us.
Yeah, it's more fun when JD's with us. If we could come on the dates.
You and Fred doing your impressions of me?
I guess the real JD didn't interest her. She likes the whole JD on the air thing, so she probably wasn't the right girl for you.
What? I don't know. I don't
Well,
think
see, there goes Steve leading us wrong. She said that she liked JD for all the
I don't
right
think it was
reasons.
that. I don't know what. Well, I don't even know what that's about. So.
I think she's
What's
in
she
love.
doing talking to 𝗵𝗄𝗿 anyway?
Well,
I know.
she was back in the they were watching us do the Tracy show. He's the producer.
I think she's in love with the Fred impression.
That's
love you.
possible.
Oh,
That is
baby.
possible.
Kiss me.
Whatever.
You ought to write down Fred's lines.
Rim me.
She'll be all over you.
Bukkake. I want to decorate your face like mac and cheese.
Did you try any of that dirty talk that you do with her? Like that you did with 𝗵𝗄𝗿?
Like here and there, not so much.
Yeah.
She wasn't, you know.
It's not that into it. Huh?
Well, you know, it didn't really get to there a whole lot.
I want to smack your ass, please. I want to put peanut butter on your tits. Lick it off. I'm going to put peanut butter on my cock and have you lick it off. I heard you had big boobs, too, the guys were telling me. She had, like, really nice rack.
Everyone noticed everything, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what your friends are like here.
I know.
I would never bring a girl around these guys. What are you doing?
I want to suck your vagina until your head caves in. I'll make you look like that little freaking Beetlejuice when the head stunk.
You fuck you so hard you look like Beetlejuice.
I don't have a hat problem.
Oh, my goodness.
You want to suck her so hard that her head will cave in?
She goes down a few hat sizes.
You think that's what happened to Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Wow.
I'm sorry it didn't work out, man.
Hey,
It was probably cool having a girlfriend for a little bit.
Well, it wasn't like an exclusive thing, you know.
Because you can't be exclusive.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't want to give up dating. I like women. I still want to have my freedom.
Exactly.
Now I'm free as
as free as I was.
I'm as free as a free bird.
And this bird you cannot change.
You know, not going out so much.
Oh, she had already started complaining.
By the way, that's all bullshit. You know, chicks give you a reason, but it's not the real reason.
Well, I mean, whatever. But still, you know, I mean, I didn't expect, you know, the Friends rap. So.
Shit, she was good looking too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. I get the feeling you fucked her, but you're not saying. Because it sounds like if she was making out with you at Steve Brandano's party, she's pretty proud of you.
I've said a lot about her that she wasn't happy with. So
what did you say? You've said nothing.
No. It's just the whole thing. She isn't. Even though no one knows who she is, she knows who she is, and you know, like a couple people she knows listens to the show, and they know that she was seeing me. So.
And it's so shameful and embarrassing to be seeing you.
Not that, but she just doesn't want everyone knowing.
Right,
everything.
she doesn't want anyone to know if she put out for you or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Was
I understand that.
Is this why you stopped shaving?
No,
like,
I've been mourning. You got to learn how to groom that beard, though, man.
Well,
you ain't going to get another girl looking like that.
I know.
You look like fucking Gabby Hayes.
Gabby Hayes.
That's some nasty facial hair, brother. You got to clean it up underneath because you got a big hole in your beard underneath your chin.
Okay, I know. I see it.
It's like it's like a bald guy except under your chin. Wonder why hair doesn't grow in that random spot. Lift up your neck.
Someone said it's stress. Like,
Let me see. Let me see. Lift up. Look at that. That's weird.
I'm like Apple the cat. I'm ripping my fur out.
Right.
Special needs.
It's like an insane person's beard. I've got a retarded beard. Help. Oh, hey, man. I'm sorry.
Was my cunnilingus not up to expectations?
Probably your dick's too small.
Fuck you.
Need a big, thick cock.
I'm all right. I do okay.
I told you some chick broke up with me. My cock wasn't big enough. She found a guy with a bigger dick.
JD stands for Junior Dick.
All right, let's not get that. I don't need it. It's hard to.
No, I bet you got a big one.
It's what's hard, JD?
No.
Anyway, hey, you know what? Fuck that.
Let's move on.
You're gonna find a new girl.
I know.
It'll be real easy.
She wasn't the one.
She wasn't the one. Everyone knew it. That night we saw you making out at the party, we knew she wasn't the one. All right, brother.
Okay.
Seriously.
And
shave
don't
under
tease
there.
JD and say you want to be his father.
I love the guy.
Tease me.
No, he's just like you know what? I love JD. He's so awkward and everything. You just want to give him a hug. You know what I mean?
You know, his father is King Kamehameha.
No.
You know.
So. Leave him alone. He's got a dad.
Somewhere out there's a girl who loves nice, dirty talk and likes to sit inside and just watch movies.
That's damn right.
Right. All right. Thank you,
Wants
JD.
to play with peanut butter.
Going to take a break, and then we're going to do the news right after these words.
Yes.
JD, hold up a second.
Oh, yes.
Ronnie wants to give you some beard advice.
Ronnie didn't say anything about giving any advice.
Ronnie doesn't want to give me advice.
Didn't Howard say during the break that you should talk to him?
Yeah,
for
that's
some
what
advice?
he said, but, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck.
What?
This guy. He don't give a fuck about himself anyway, so why should I give him advice? Why should
You
I
care
give him
about
advice?
yourself, Ronnie?
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
to Ronnie, I don't.
No, he don't. He doesn't.
To Ronnie, I don't care about myself. I hate women.
If he wants to grow a beard the right way, first thing he should do is just go to a good barber, okay, who gives him a good straight edge razor shave and shapes it for him, okay, and then he can keep after it himself. That's all he's got to do. That's all he has to do. That's it.
First, I'm not even trying to grow a beard. This is just...
That's what he keeps saying, but the stupid shit is still there every day. So how can he say he's not growing it?
Because I'm lazy. I'm just not I'm not being proactive with the facial hair.
Well, then cut it off altogether.
I do.
No, you don't. Look at it.
Yeah, I know. Just not now.
Yeah, but you got it. You're shaving it. You can see you're shaving in the
No,
spots.
I'm not
you
shaving
grew
this
this
at all.
in here.
I'm not
that
shaving
piece
anything.
is grown in there.
No, I'm not shaving.
Come on, man.
Now you can read my facial hair and what's actually been shaved. I haven't touched any of this for like a week or whatever. I don't know how long.
Well, go to a goddamn barber shop.
I don't need a barber shop.
Yes, you do.
I can shave it whenever.
No, you can't. You don't know how to shape it right.
It's not about shaping. I'm not trying to. This is just laziness.
Well, then shave it off. Don't be lazy. Then get rid of it if you're not growing a beard. It looks disgusting.
Fuck you.
It looks horrible.
You're horrible.
It's shitty looking.
You're shitty looking.
Then fucking shave it off if you're not really
JD, do
growing.
you wish you could grow a beard like
You're not
Ronnie?
really growing.
No, I don't want to. I don't need to do
Ronnie
anything.
can grow a pretty nice beard.
Well, Ronnie's 80 years old. Of course,
Except
I
for the
should
gray.
hope he can grow one by now.
Years old, yeah, okay? Yeah. Well, take advice from somebody who's fucking 80. Either shape it right or fucking shave it off.
It's a little grayer than it usually is.
Don't worry about
And he
it.
got rid of the beard. It's just a goatee now.
Don't worry about it, okay? Just fucking get it shaped right.
So now we're back. When is this Ronnie coming back? I want this. I want the happy-go-lucky Ronnie.
He was never here. This guy was never here. That picture was never, he was never here, okay? That guy was never here. This is bullshit, this picture.
Ronnie,
What?
do you have any advice for JD about the
I
ladies?
just told
No, the ladies.
No, it's
He's
the
having a
ladies.
little trouble.
He
with
thinks
this
I hate
last
women.
girl.
He thinks I hate women
He
too.
probably tried to fuck this girl upside down and inside out, and she ran out of the house.
Why do you think that?
Because he's got issues, man.
I got issues. He thinks I'm fucking.
He's got issues. He's crazy. Comes to girls, he's out of his mind.
Okay, let's roll some of like the scores and whatever Rick's footage.
Okay.
Who's out of their mind with girls?
Yeah, but at least they like me.
Okay, they like him at that moment in time.
You know, if I had a son, I'd want JD as my son.
You sure?
Yeah, I like
you can have him. Nobody else has claimed him.
Hey,
Well, now it's too late.
I've
Now
got
I
a lot of free time now. I'm not dating.
I love JD.
Mother left him.
JD's
you can have him.
JD's a really good fucking guy. But
You can have him
he's
as your
awkward.
son.
He's so awkward, it's lovable.
Like a
But,
puppy.
But she told Jim McClure that, do you know about this?
I don't even know if I want to know.
She said JD is so much better on the air than in person. So she fell in
didn't-
love with JD on the air. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
'Cause he's pretty tongue. Did you hear that whole story?
No, not.
That's what I heard.
No, okay. All right.
But, I mean, when he's on the air, he's with us.
Yeah, it's more fun when JD's with us. If we could come on the dates.
You and Fred doing your impressions of me?
I guess the real JD didn't interest her. She likes the whole JD on the air thing, so she probably wasn't the right girl for you.
What? I don't know. I don't
Well,
think
see,
it was,
there goes Steve leading us wrong. She said that she liked JD for all the
I don't
right
think it was
reasons.
that. I don't know what. Well, I don't even know what that's about.
I think she's
What's
in
she
love.
doing talking to Jim McClure anyway?
Well,
I know.
she was back in the they were watching us do the Tracy show. He's the producer.
I think she's in love with the Fred impression.
That's
love you.
possible.
Oh,
That is
baby.
possible.
Kiss me.
Whatever.
You ought to write down Fred's lines.
Sorry.
So what happened? She broke up with you?
There wasn't anything to break up. She is just interested in me more as a friend than.
But she made out with you. So she got turned off. Something turned her off. What turned her off? Do you know? You know what? You know how hotels, after you go, they ask for like a performance rating.
Right, like give me fill out this survey.
Yeah, you should have a little survey card and go, what went wrong? Check off. Breath smelled, whatever. What was the reason?
Are you pleased with your service? Was the help courteous and helpful?
It was.
Would you return?
I had heard she said she likes to go out and JD doesn't like to do anything.
Well, I mean, there's that, and our hours are sort of odd, and she lives in Jersey.
Oh boy.
So it was just everything.
I guess you didn't live up to the JD hype. I guess girls think they're dating this big famous celebrity, and suddenly it's just, JD.
I'm looking at his weird facial hair. I can't stop.
Oh my God! Fuck off!
You mean under his chin where there's a big bald patch? Dude, can I tell you about your facial hair? Because I want to help you.
It's like somebody wrote crazy glue on my face and cat fur got attached.
If you want to...
I can't win. I just can't win at
JD,
all.
if you want to grow a beard like what you're doing...
I don't want to grow a beard.
You see under your chin, you see what I do? You see how I got like stubble?
Yeah.
But then I shave the neck?
Is this why you stopped shaving? You're like...
I've been mourning. You got to learn how to groom that beard, though, man.
Well,
You ain't going to get another girl looking like that.
I know.
You look like fucking Gabby Hayes.
Gabby Hayes.
That's some nasty facial hair, brother. You got to clean it up underneath because you got a big hole in your beard underneath your chin.
Okay, I know. I see it.
It's like it's like a bald guy except under your chin. Wonder why hair doesn't grow in that random spot. Lift up your neck.
Someone said it's stress.
Let me see. Let me see. Lift up. Look at that. That's weird.
I'm like Apple the cat. I'm ripping my fur out.
Right.
Special needs.
It's like an insane person's beard. I've got a retarded beard. Help. Oh, hey, man. I'm sorry.
Was my cunnilingus not up to expectations?
Probably your dick's too small.
Fuck you.
You need a big thick cock.
I'm all right. I do okay.
I told you some chick broke up with me. My cock wasn't big enough. She found a guy with a bigger dick.
JD stands for Junior Dick.
All right, let's not get that. I don't need it. It's hard to...
No, I bet you got a big one.
It's what? What's hard, JD?
No,
Anyway, hey, you know what? Fuck that.
Let's move on.
You're going to find a new girl.
I know.
It'll
She
be real
wasn't the
easy.
one.
She wasn't the one. Everyone knew it. That night we saw you making out at the party, we knew she wasn't the one. All right, brother.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a dad.
Somewhere out there's a girl who loves nice, dirty talk and likes to sit inside and just watch movies.
That's damn right.
Right. All right. Thank you,
Wants
JD.
to play with peanut butter.
Going to take a break, and then we're going to do the news right after these words.
Katie,
Yes.
hold up a second.
Oh, yes.
Ronnie wants to give you some beard advice.
Ronnie didn't say anything about giving any advice.
Ronnie doesn't want to give me advice.
Didn't Howard say during the break that you should talk to him?
Yeah,
For
that's
some
what
advice?
he said, but, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck.
What?
This guy. He don't give a fuck about himself anyway, so why should I
JD?
give him advice? Why should
You
I
care
give him
about
advice?
yourself, Ronnie?
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
to Ronnie, I don't.
No, he don't. He doesn't.
To Ronnie, I don't care about myself. I hate women.
If he wants to grow a beard the right way, first thing he should do is go to a good barber, okay? who gives him a good straight edge razor shave and shapes it for him, okay? And then he can keep after it himself. That's all he's got to do. That's all he has to do. That's it.
First, I'm not even trying to grow a beard. This is just...
That's what he keeps saying, but the stupid shit is still there every day. So how can he say he's not growing it?
Because I'm lazy. I'm just not I'm not being proactive with the facial hair.
Well, then cut it off altogether.
I do.
No, you don't. Look at it.
Yeah, I know. Just not now.
Yeah, but you got it. You're shaving it. You can see you're shaving in the spots.
No, I'm not
you
shaving
grew
this at
in
all.
here.
I'm not
that
shaving
piece
anything.
Is grown in there.
No, I'm not shaving.
Oh, you were really into her.
Yeah. Did you cry when she broke up with you?
No, I didn't cry. No.
But she gave you the friend speech, huh?
I mean, you know.
How did she do it? Like, she's like, JD, there's something I need to talk to you about? Like she did on the phone?
No.
Where'd she do it, in person?
Did she do it by text?
No, something like that.
She's like, get your cock out of me.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Forget the rubbers. I'm through with you.
So she texted you?
Everybody texts him that message.
What's the message? Like, what is she saying? It like
we were, you know.
Were you sexting and she said,
No.
I want to be friends?
No, we were IMing. We were in different places IMing, instant messaging.
Yeah.
And she, and, you know, in the conversation, she brought it up, and
I like that you brought up in a text. Just want, then the number 2, B, just the letter B, friends. Just want to be friends.
I mean, what were you talking about?
I don't even remember.
Like all of a sudden she said, JD, I'm thinking I just want to be friends. And did you describe to her that chances are you aren't going to be friends?
Yeah, something like that. And she said herself, like, she found it rare that she liked me because she doesn't like people. A lot of people.
What did she say? What?
What did he just say?
What did you just say? I don't even know what you just said.
I think I confused myself.
What did you just say?
She's not, I don't know.
My son.
You sure?
Yeah, I like
you. You can have him. Nobody else has claimed
Hey.
Well, now it's too late.
I've
now
got a lot of free time now. I'm not dating.
I love JD.
Mother left him.
JD's a really good fucking guy. But
you can have him
he's
as your
awkward.
son.
He's so awkward, it's lovable.
Like a puppy?
But she told 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗿 that, do you know about this?
I don't even know if I want to know.
She said JD is so much better on the air than in person. So she fell in love with JD on the air. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
She's pretty tongue. Did you hear that whole story?
No, not.
That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, when he's on the air, he's with us.
Yeah, it's more fun when JD's with us. If we could come on the dates.
You and Fred doing your impressions of me?
I guess the real JD didn't interest her. She likes the whole JD on the air thing, so she probably wasn't the right girl for you.
What? I don't know. I don't
Well,
think
see,
it was...
there goes Steve leading us wrong. She said that she liked JD for all the
I don't
right
think it was that.
reasons.
I don't know what... Well, I don't even know what that's about. So.
I think she's
What's
in
she
love.
doing talking to 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 anyway?
Well,
I know.
she was back in the they were watching us do the Tracy show. He's the producer.
I think she's in love with the Fred impression.
That's
love you.
possible.
Oh,
That is
baby.
possible.
Kiss me.
Whatever.
You ought to write down Fred's lines.
Rim me.
I haven't done anything.
She goes, I just want to be friends, and then he unfriends her. She can't get what she wants. Wow, that's a shame, man.
What?
I can't believe she texted you. Like, that's not cool, right? Shouldn't she have called you?
Well, it was.
No, that's the new thing.
It was within a conversation over instant message. It was that.
I guess I'm an old fart because I don't break up with people over text. Like
No,
that's
with
the
technology.
Plus, you're married. You can't really break up with.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't do my business over texting, but like the kids today.
But I mean, even if you do it over the phone, you're using technology.
Right.
You know?
But I mean, kids today are just like all about the texting.
Right.
Because that message can get confusing, you know. I just want to be your friend text that is cold. You know. I bet you took it hard, though. You know, because
I mean, what happens when she says that in the conversation on the IM? What do you do? What do you type back?
Well, I mean, it was just within.
LOL.
I don't remember how the conversation went, but it was just like because it was sort of like I knew she wasn't necessarily happy with how I am, not going out so much.
Oh, she had already started complaining.
By the way, that's all bullshit.
Oh, she's so full of shit, man. We were walking up the fucking
Okay. So that's what you do. That's time for Ronnie's business hour.
There's no business hour. I asked
Leave
a
me
simple
alone.
question.
All I want to talk about is where the car is going to be and when you're doing security. That's it. I've given you a great life.
I know. I didn't say, what am I saying?
Hey, you think we could show the movie Private Parts before the block party? I hate the fucking block party.
And
I hate it.
Imagine you're going to sit 2 hours of a movie, then the block party? Why do these people have to be tied up all day?
Instead of going to a block party, why don't you just drive me? There's a fucking concept.
I do this when I'm not driving.
Yeah. Well, you could be spending more hours driving me.
I don't want to drive.
You don't want to drive?
No.
Oh, you want to be on stage yelling.
Yeah.
Representing the Howard Stern show. I'd rather have you drive me. That's what I'm paying you for, not to fucking go out. I didn't ask you to be the representative.
I didn't ask you. I never said I was the representative.
Right. So please don't bother me about movies. Be smart and keep quiet. What are you talking about? Go to Gary. Yeah. And then I'll tell you no through Gary. Why would I go to Gary? Because I don't. Do you understand? I don't want to answer you directly.
All right. I got you.
You're a guy in over 30 years. I don't feel comfortable saying no to your face. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
I'd rather Gary do it.
Why?
Because I don't feel like being direct with you about your business
You
ventures.
can be direct with me.
I don't feel comfortable.
You can say no.
I don't feel comfortable saying no. I'd rather do it through Gary.
What's your problem?
I have a problem.
Okay.
Okay? So now you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
So don't piss on me and fucking
I'm not
ask me questions.
pissing on you. I don't mind pissing on you.
By asking me correct
If I
questions.
pissed on you, I would just go ahead and do it.
My answer's no.
Without even saying anything.
My answer's no to everything.
Okay.
Okay? Now you know the answer.
Not to this, though. You already said yes.
Yeah, go have fun showing my fucking movie. Why don't you show the Ronnie
What's
movie?
wrong with that?
Show
What's
the
wrong
fucking
with showing
Ronnie.
your movie?
I don't want anything to do with you guys and your fucking block party. I hate it. It's an embarrassment to me.
So tell us to shut it down.
I told you I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Well, then tell Gary to tell us to shut it down.
All right. Well, maybe I'll do that then.
All right.
If you're smart, you don't bring anything up. Just go out and do your block party. You don't tell me about it. Yeah,
no, you'd rather find out after it's done and I've done it and didn't ask you about it.
No.
And then you'll really be
Use
mad.
your head. What do you have to show the movie Private Parts for? What is that? You're not having enough success? Why does my movie
It was
have
just
to be
an idea that somebody came up with, and all you had to do was say no.
Somebody has worked their way into my life through you. I don't know this fucking guy. Who is this fuck?
It's a guy who's a promoter who's buying the show.
I don't care. I don't want this guy in my life through you. I shouldn't even know about this
All right,
guy.
so we won't do it then.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay. Why don't you show your home movies? You ever make home movies?
No.
Well, make a home movie and show it to your fucking audience. Why you got to show me over there?
They show it on TV. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Do whatever you want. Then why'd you ask me about it?
Because I feel it's the right thing to do.
Then don't bother me with it. Go to Gary. I told you that.
Can't win here.
Why don't you play tapes of the show too with there?
I don't play tapes of the show.
What's the difference? What's the difference in the movie?
Talking about?
Well, why don't you do that?
Showing tapes.
Why don't you show tapes of the show? Show Ronnie movies. Make a movie and show it.
No, but then you'll be mad about that too.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, you would.
Go make a movie.
No, you'd be mad.
Go make a porn. Do whatever you want.
Make a porn.
Yeah, do what you want. Don't involve me. My movie.
Who's involving you? It's a movie that they play everywhere.
I come up in the fucking elevator. I'm dealing with. There's a promoter out there who bought the fucking. I don't know.
He didn't buy anything yet. I'm just saying.
He bought a theater in Long Island.
It was an idea.
Idea.
God, man.
Are you guys finished?
What do you want from me? This is what I
don't
deal
want
with.
it. I don't want anything.
Leave me alone, Ronnie. I'm in the middle of stuff. Come on. I'm doing a show. Get out of here, please.
You're the one who called me in.
I didn't call you in. Go back and listen to the tape. You walked in on your own. I didn't ask for you.
They told me to come in.
Well, don't listen to them. I'll tell you when they come in. Never.
Ron,
What?
we talk for a moment.
What?
What?
Have you lost sight of your role here?
No. Go away. Lost sight of my role.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Are you reading between the lines that Howard doesn't want to be bothered with things on, on the periphery?
I don't need you to explain it. I just got to... Somebody just explained it to me, okay? I don't need you to explain it to me.
How will you navigate?
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Well, how will you...
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Question. How will you navigate, going forward, how will you navigate what you
I'll
can
set
say
my
to Howard?
GPS. That's how I'll navigate, okay?
How do you know?
That's why I have a GPS.
How do you know what
I'll
to say
navigate.
to Howard?
I'll set my GPS to Howard, okay?
Will you be sending everything through Gary now when you just want to say good morning to Howard or something very simple?
What?
How will you...
Don't worry about it. That's not your concern.
As a backup to private
I'll
parts,
set my GPS to navigate, okay?
as a backup to showing private parts, what will you show in lieu of that? Maybe a Cher concert, something more personal to you?
What are you talking about?
Because you obviously can't be showing private
Who
parts.
said that? He said it was okay.
No, I got the sense that he doesn't want that to happen. And Ronnie, one more thing. Do you think the block party's gone too far? Do Howard's words echo in your mind that maybe perhaps you're using his name to generate
Who's
profit?
using his name?
Well, the promoter that was discussed, the whole concept of the block party. Howard seems to think you're commercializing his name without really his blessing.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're making up shit in your head right now.
I think I'm reading between some lines here.
Yeah, okay. Well, read between the lines of your camera.
Ronnie, I couldn't help but overhear.
You're such a douchebag with this camera. I swear to God, I can't stand it.
I couldn't help but overhear, Ron, that you're thinking about canceling every block party for the remainder of 2013.
And if I do, is that your business?
No, but I think it's a major part to this morning's show and the storyline that's going on right now. Do you feel like you're making a rash decision here? Are you reacting? Are you being too reactionary again? Are you automatically assuming that...
stop it with your stupid
I'm saying, like, does it
camera.
Mean, just because Howard's mad today, does it mean you have to cancel every single block
Well,
party?
maybe if the, you know, like I said, I know the guy for almost 30 years. I can get a fucking straight answer if I ask him a question.
Are you insulted?
Do I have to go to Gary? You know, after all these years, I have to go to Gary and ask him?
So clearly you're insulted by this new mandate.
Yeah, I'm insulted.
You think 30 years of loyalty might have earned you the right to have a personal
this guy about
conversation.
shit that you wouldn't believe we talk about, okay? I thought I could go to him and ask a fucking question. I guess I can't.
But Trump called me yesterday and he goes, I heard Cuban was okay. It was okay to me. It wasn't that bad. What did he say about me? What did he say? You know,
he heard all of it.
I got to think so. I said, listen, Mr. Trump. I think he was very nice. I know he did say that you had sent him a letter. I did. I sent him a letter, and I said, I think he said it's hanging up next to his NBA trophy. Good, very good, very good. You know, he's obsessed.
Yeah, he didn't let anything go.
Donald Trump is on the phone.
Donald Trump is on the phone again?
That's right. And
we haven't talked to him in years, and now it's once a week.
Mr. Trump fights back too, you know.
What's going on?
Donald.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very unimportant, actually, but
very important in your world.
You have such an audience, Howard, and everybody told me that Mark Cuban was on, and he said wonderful things about my family and
he did
myself, and it was all nice. But he did say one thing that we should at least correct the record. Right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
He said that his show, whatever the hell it's called,
Shark Tank.
Really not his show. He's one of 4 or 5 people on the show. You know, big difference, right?
Right.
As opposed to the superstar that's known as Trump, total superstar.
Well, you make a point
they actually called me the king of all media yesterday, and I said, no, somebody wrote an article said I'm the king of all media, and I actually wanted a retraction. I said, there's only one king of all media, right? But
no,
anyway.
but you make a point. Your show, The Apprentice. Let's back up. Mark Cuban was on the other day. He was talking. We were talking about years ago. He had a show that was very similar to The Apprentice,
called The Benefactor.
The Benefactor, which
was really a knockoff of The Apprentice.
And you got on the
air. There were 16 of them, by the way, so he shouldn't feel bad because we had 16 knockoffs. We had one the other day that died. It was called The Job. It was on CBS. And it died after two shows, and
which I know pleases you because
I love it.
Your show was the original one.
Right. I love it, Howard.
And you love when the original. So Mark Cuban was trying to be a show like yours, and you even said on the air to me, his show won't work. You know, and it sounded like sour grapes, blah blah blah. But meanwhile, you were right. The show went off the air.
Well, Mark did something that was a little bit rough because he went out, and, you know, I've gotten along with Mark over the last year or so, but he went out with his show, The Benefactor, and he really went after me. You know, instead of saying, hey, and I spoke to him before the show went out, and he was totally nice. But, you know, some idiot told him to go and attack Trump, and this way you'll get publicity for The Benefactor. So he went after me. Naturally, of course, I go then after him.
What did he say at the time?
I don't know. You know, my show's going to be better, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be this and that. You know, in the meantime, I had like the #1 show on television.
And you felt like you had your back up against the wall and you had to defend yourself.
I had to defend myself.
Right. So
I've watched you do that all your life. I've been watching you a long time.
Yes. And
so
for
anyway,
years, years go by, Mark Cuban does get on Shark Tank. Shark Tank is, as you say, an ensemble cast. It is not his show.
Well, don't go so fast. So the benefactor goes on, and it's a total bomb. And I wrote Mark a very nasty letter. It was really nasty, and it was terrible. And then I heard he has that letter framed. I mean, it was a terrible letter.
He says the letter is framed on his desk.
It was an all-time classic Trump letter.
What did you write? Do you recall?
I don't know. Just terrible.
What did you say?
Terrible. I can't imagine. I wouldn't have saved it. I would have I would have burned it.
You know why he saved it? I
know. It's motivation. I think that's cool.
Yes, it's a motivator.
No, I think that's cool. I mean, I was surprised that he did it, but I heard about it. I thought it was very cool. Anyway, we've gotten along very well over the last year or so, and the benefactor goes off, and then all of a sudden Shark Tank comes on. So Shark Tank goes on during the week, you know, which is much more important than a Friday night, and it totally bombs. So they think they're going to terminate Shark Tank, and what they do is they put it on Friday night as a little bit of a filler. You know, Friday night is called Death Valley.
I see.
Well, you know that. I mean, you know, you have a show on Friday night. It's not a good thing.
Right.
And it did okay for Friday night. Actually, it did better on Friday night than it did during the week, because during the week it was a total bomb. They thought they were going to have to take it off. And what happens is it did okay, and that was it. So, and it's doing okay on Friday night. But Friday night's not a television night. So maybe they should move it back to a real night, see how it does. So Mark goes on your show, said nice things, but then he did make the statement that the show, Shark Tank, which again is a show of 4 or 5 people that go, you know, do different things. that it did better in the ratings. And I said, whoa, what have we here?
Right.
I knew it didn't. I mean, I knew that. But so I called up the Nielsen people. I have people that do this. And they called up the Nielsen and the NBC Universal people. And I sent you a little copy of the Nielsen ratings where basically we kill them. Now, you got to understand, not only kill them, but we're in the 13th season now. This isn't a brand new show.
Right.
After, you look at what happens with American Idol. In the first season, we were beating American Idol. And in the first season, we were, on many evenings, the #1 show. And on television, and that was a great honor and all that stuff. But we did very well. But this is the 13th season, and not only did we beat them, we're looking at last season because this is just going on Sunday night. I hope all your viewers and listeners are going to watch it. But what happened, not only did we beat it, but we had to go up against the Academy Awards last year. How would you like a show that goes up? They programmed it incorrectly.
That's
and it
unbelievable.
No. It's a show opened against the Academy Awards. I said, I don't mind competition, folks. I like, I'm sort of a competitive guy, but you don't open a show and have a show against the Academy Awards. So this year they waited. So as you know, the Academy Awards, which, gets 40, 50 million people, the Academy Awards now is over, and our show goes on Sunday night. But despite that, and we did fine. I mean, we did fine against the Academy Awards, believe it or not. But despite that, so I sent you the ratings, and basically it wins in all categories, and easily wins in all categories. And, you have the ratings, and you can read them if you want, but it's not a big thing. But they come right out of Nielsen.
So your point is that
I just like the truth. Howard.
You want the truth.
I'm an extremely truthful person.
Some people would say, why does this matter to you? But I think
everything matters to me.
Everything matters to you. Things get under your skin.
Not under my skin, no. You know what? If let's say let's say he did beat me in the ratings.
Right.
I would say that I wouldn't be calling you.
Right.
I'd call you, but I wouldn't be talking about that. I'd try to get off.
You try to keep it quiet.
No, I'd try to, I'd sort of. But when, it's incorrect, and when Nielsen is the king in terms of this, whether we like him or don't like him, right?
Right.
And Nielsen has been very truthful over the years about The Apprentice, and The Apprentice is a monster. And, that's why it's on in like 80.
So what do you want to say to Mark Cuban?
Nothing. I'll tell you what I want to say.
He just wanted to set the record straight.
He was so nice to my children and to me,
right?
And so respectful, and talking about how my children are amazing and all that stuff. So I don't want to say anything. I think he's, I think it's fine. But
why don't you buy a basketball team and beat his basketball team?
I have every one of my friends owns a basketball team. They're miserable.
They hate it.
They don't sleep at night. Or sports teams. I mean, I see these guys. George Steinbrenner, as you remember, was one of my best friends.
Right.
You want to see a miserable evening? Go to George to a baseball game, to a Yankee game. It
Really?
was brutal. Yeah, he loved me. George.
Because it's work.
I used to say it was exhausting to sit with George at a game. If Derek Jeter didn't get a home run, he'd say, Donald, I'm telling you, he's no good. George was brutal. he was brutal.
You don't want to live your life like that.
The truth is, these guys live and die by victories. Most of them lose. Most of them don't do a very good job. And I see it. And they say, they're just really miserable. They live and die. And with all the teams, there's only one team that's going to win ultimately.
Right, I know it's not good odds.
And they're very unhappy people. So
do you
Donald did try to get into the sports game at one point. Remember that league?
I bought a cheapo football. I figured I could get into the NFL rules. So
right.
That was really one of those harassment deals where you can get into the NFL for no money. That
right. Well, you try and you see what happens.
And
Do you own?
But I've had more Mike Tyson fights than anybody else. I have a lot of fights, and I'm very much involved in sports in a lot of ways.
Do you own Miss Teen?
Miss Teen
USA,
and I own Miss USA and Miss Universe. I own the pageant.
So the big news this week was that Miss Teen Delaware was in a porno.
Yeah, and we had to tell her to get a letter of resignation very quickly. Yeah.
Why though? Why?
Well,
she was in a porn.
So what? You think about it. Think about our country.
So what?
Kim Kardashian's a big star because she was in a tape. Paris Hilton was in a tape.
Do you think Kim Kardashian's beautiful?
No. I mean, I think.
Do you think she's good looking?
I think she has a beautiful face. I don't.
Do you think so? Okay.
I don't like that big trunk.
Well, she's got a huge trunk.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
Well, it's seriously big.
Yeah. So what do you think of her?
I think she's a very nice person. She was on The Apprentice, so I think she's a very nice person.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm saying...
No, I think she's a very nice person. Howard, looks, looks don't. I'm not that kind of a person. Looks don't matter to me.
Right.
The looks of a woman
they don't
do
matter
not
to you.
Okay?
Not at all. No, seriously.
Now that he's married.
No,
No, they don't marry. I don't look at women for their beauty. I look at women for what's inside. Okay, Howard?
What kind of porno was she in, though, by the way? Did you see the porno? Did you?
I didn't see it. No, what happened is Miss Teen USA, a very lovely young woman.
Right.
Although it's hard to say I don't look at looks and yet I own the Miss Universe contest.
That's what I mean. I can't believe you're for real.
Sort of like, well, I'm trying to be very politically correct. This is a world of being politically correct, and which is destroying our country, by the way. Everyone's so politically correct.
You can't even call anyone fat anymore.
You can't call anybody fat.
You can't.
They accused me. They said that I called Rosie O'Donnell a big, fat slob, and I said that's not right. I didn't use the word fat, but I got it.
You're still angry with her?
No, I don't care about Rosie. Rosie's gone. She's gone.
I like her.
You do, really?
Yeah, I really do.
Well,
I've had her to my home. We have dinner together.
Well, if Rosie finally, says something nice about Donald will.
I'm going to bring you guys together.
Because you're a guy.
No, don't bother. It's okay. But
I'm going to bring you together.
She's fine. I don't really think about her, to be honest. But what happens is the young woman from the Miss Teen USA, a beautiful young woman, got very much involved with the whole porno deal. And she actually, we suggested it to her because it's nicer. But she actually was, she gave her a letter of resignation. Because, that system, that beauty pageant system, people don't give it enough credit. It's an amazing system. These parents, the way these girls, most of them are grown. I mean, it's amazing.
How does it work, though? It's
like a military regiment.
No, but how does it work? In other words, did she try to cover? She was in a porn, obviously, years ago or something.
She was in a porn, and it came out, and because she,
it couldn't have been years ago. She's not that old.
Within the world of the beauty pageants, Miss Teen USA, that's potentially a Miss Universe candidate,
right?
Miss Universe. Do you know in some countries, like in South America, if you become Miss Universe, you don't pay taxes for the rest of your life. There's no bigger. In Venezuela, as an example, and we had Diana Mendoza. You remember the great Diana Mendoza 2 seasons ago on The Apprentice? How beautiful she was. She was like the most beautiful.
Super hot.
But again, I didn't notice that. Anyway, but that in Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, if you become Miss Universe, you're like the biggest star. You're bigger than any soccer star. You're bigger than anything. It's the biggest thing. So anyway,
but describe to me how it works. In other words, let's say so. Did she try to hide the fact that she was in a porno, and then you guys discover it?
We don't know whether or not she hid it, but it came out. And the problem is because she's Miss Teen USA, all of a sudden she has a lot of notoriety, and probably one of her friends that's jealous of her because that's the way life works. Everyone's jealous. They're all jealous of you, Howard.
Of course.
They all kiss your ass, and then they, behind your back, they say you're terrible.
But what was she thinking being in a porn?
I don't know. Well, because it was before she did this.
Was it a home
She
tape?
didn't know she was going to be Miss Teen USA.
She figured she'll do porn, she'll make some money, and then she'll become Miss Teen USA, unrelated. And that's what happened. She won Miss Teen
Will you watch the porn? I want to see it because...
Will you call me and let me know how good it is?
You're going to watch it because you know what? She must be insanely... When do you see a girl that insanely hot in porn?
She's supposed to be very beautiful. I mean, I've met her once quickly, but she's supposed to be very beautiful. But she got involved, and she actually offered her letter of resignation, and we had to accept it. You would not have. You would not have accepted it.
Oh no, I would have made.
You would have said you're a double winner, right?
Well, if she hadn't resigned, what would you have done? Would you have just fired her?
Well, we probably would have had to. It's a very unique system. I mean, the parents would have gone nuts. The people that, and it's a big. I look at the different magazines and I see how they're dying. Right, they're just dying.
It's over.
You look at pageant. Did you ever hear of a word magazine pageantry?
No.
It's things like 2 inches. You never saw anything like.
I'm heterosexual, of course.
Okay, pageantry, but it's a magazine on beauty pageants, and it's like through the roof, and it's just amazing. It's a big deal, and she did this, and she was forced to, and she was asked to, but she resigned, and she did the right thing.
Did your Twitter account get hacked?
Yeah, it got hacked.
How does that happen?
Somebody, well, you know, you got a lot of geniuses out there, and I have a hot Twitter account, @RealDonaldTrump. Will you tell your people to hook in? So, @RealDonaldTrump.
Isn't it crazy to you that,
crazy.
like, somebody that smart is busy wasting their time hacking into your Twitter?
Yeah, it doesn't do them any good other than they get arrested. You know, it's like crazy. So we're looking at it.
If you had that ability, wouldn't you spend every minute, like, inventing stuff and becoming very wealthy?
Well, they hooked in, and they put a quote from Lil Wayne on my account.
On your account?
And for 10 minutes, I was really ridiculed. You know, all the enemies said Trump has lost it. This was something to do with the hose and women. All women are hoes. So, you know, I mean, this thing came out, and I'm going to have, like, in a very short period of time, over 3 million people.
Wow.
And it's a big deal. And
sure.
I think they pick up 20 to 25,000 sometimes a month. And, you know, it's just going through the roof.
How many tweets do you do a day?
Mine's new compared to some of these. What?
How many Twitter followers does Mark Cuban have?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Don't you? You have to
I hope
check.
He has a lot. I didn't check.
Don't you check every day to see if you have more followers than Mark Cuban?
No, but I have other people that I do check that with.
And
you know, I do have other people.
Who do you check? Who do you check?
Who do you check?
I have very important followers. I have, you know, haters, and I have losers, and I have reporters, and I have everybody's on mine.
But I know you. You must have actually researched this whole Twitter thing, and you probably have people who know how to cultivate it and how to, like, you know, handle this Twitter thing.
I have great people, but you know what? More importantly, but it's my thought. I mean, it's my thoughts. Nobody else will give thoughts like this, and you know, I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is my thought. Like, for instance, the Pope. Why is he? He should just
ride it out
and die. He looks so bad. Everyone's saying, "What did he do wrong?" You know, they said it wasn't the first time. I said, "Oh, really? When was the last time?" 600 years ago. Okay, look, let's call that the first time, right? But the Pope should just sort of sit back and enjoy and relax.
Of course.
Put some other people and run it, and you die. You know, I'm used to watching old popes, like Pope John. I mean, the guy couldn't even walk. He was bent over like a pretzel, and he was cool.
But the thing is, Donald, you must imagine that something very bad is forcing him out of office.
There probably was, but I don't know. This Pope didn't resonate. You know, a little bit like Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney should have won the election, and I liked him, and I do like him. He's a nice man, but he didn't resonate.
He does. You don't warm up to this Pope.
You know, I liked Mitt Romney, and I call them the same. This Pope didn't resonate. First of all, he comes from Germany. Somehow, you know. Hey, I'm part German. You know, a German Pope. I'm not sure that works.
What do you think of the new black Pope, maybe? That might be a big deal.
That would be very exciting.
Donald wants to see a birth certificate.
Do you want to see a birth certificate on the black Pope?
That would be very exciting.
Very exciting.
Hey, but listen, on the Twitter. So it's like I'll have 3 million, 4 million people within whatever period of time, right? So for, you know, millions of people. So essentially, I own more than the New York Times by a lot.
Right.
And I don't have to sustain the losses.
That's true.
You know, the New York Times used to have a lot of power. Now it's a whole different thing, and it loses its ass. You know, I mean, the newspaper business is going to be over very soon. When people see me reading a newspaper, like my kids, Ivanka comes in. She said, "Daddy, what are you doing?" She looks at me reading.
What is that?
She doesn't understand what I'm doing.
I know. It's
You're getting your hands dirty with that print. Why are you doing that, Daddy? And she picks out her computer. She presses the name Donald Trump, and she gives me 20 stories.
Don't you? Isn't there something you love about still holding a newspaper in your hand? Me too.
We're old-fashioned.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
We're old-fashioned. But you get about 10 years younger, it's like they look at us like, forget it.
Hey, do you lay in bed and watch the Oscars, and do you tweet during the Oscars?
Well, I did this time, and I got it.
Are you laying in bed with your wife when you're watching the Oscars?
Generally speaking, yes.
Were you completely nude and she was nude?
Well, let's not comment on that, but she has at least she has a great figure.
You ever tweet, "We're here completely nude"?
Yeah, but we won't comment on that, but she has a great figure. But I did tweet on the Oscars, and I...
Yeah, you didn't like the Oscars so much.
No, I thought they were... I think I didn't... First of all, I thought the set was terrible. It was so tacky. It was disgusting. I really thought Seth MacFarlane was fine.
Right.
I thought that I don't like him. You know, he did me on the Comedy Central roast. They roasted the hell out of me, by the way.
Right, I remember.
Yeah.
He was the guy, and he was terrific. It was terrific then, but he could really be the Seth. He was held back, even though they said he went too much. He was held back.
Right.
But I thought that you know, there was a lack of glamour. I mean, even the woman who won, she falls down the stairs. You know, that's very glamorous.
That dress, I mean.
No, think of it.
Yeah.
Think of it. In the old days, Vivian Lee.
They knew how to do it.
But you know, you're right in a way.
Vivian Lee did not fall. Clark Gable did.
You're right. Her falling down was sort of the symbol, if you will, of the whole thing falling apart.
Yeah, the whole. No, I thought it was fine, but I didn't find. And I tweeted. I said, "Where is the glamour?" Because I'm a romantic. People wouldn't know that about me, but I'm a major romantic. But I said, where is the glamour? Where is the beauty? There's no beauty. There's no glamour.
Why can't I warm up to that Anne Hathaway? I find her annoying.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It's going to happen. She lived in Trump Tower. I like all people that live in my buildings. Okay?
Right.
Anybody that lives in my building, even if they're really unattractive, I consider them to be beautiful. All right?
Right.
So what happens is she lives in my building. She lived there with the Italian scoundrel. You know the scoundrel?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we didn't know. He paid his rent on time until the very end. You know, it was one of those things. But she got lucky when she got rid of this guy. But she lived in my building, so I got to see her up close and personal. I wasn't a fan at all, but she's grown on me. You know, it's like the Mona Lisa. A lot of times you'll have a painting. Friends of mine that really do the paintings big league. A lot of times they won't like it, but in the end they almost fall in love with it. They're like infatuated with it. They can't leave. I mean, they become sickos. They want to sit in the room and look at the
She's a terrific actress, but when she makes those speeches, when she makes those speeches with, oh my God, it's very.
Well, that's all phony rehearsed stuff.
Right, it's all actressy to me, you know.
You know, when they get up and they want to thank people and they forget and they don't really forget, but they want to make it like it's a big deal because they're so excited. It's all bullshit.
Do you know why I disagree? You know what I disagreed with you on?
What?
I feel this movie, Django Unchained, was one of the greatest movies of all time.
No, I didn't think so.
Did you watch it?
I'm with you, Donald.
Wait a second. Did you watch it?
It was a movie that. First
Donald
of all,
loves movies.
Okay, for those of us,
it's
and
great,
and
it's not racist.
Okay, but like the sick kid up in Massachusetts, up in Connecticut, that wacko kid, that dirty wacko kid.
Lange?
Now, if a kid like this is going to see this movie, you know, if you're a little bit off to start off with, that movie is not good for people to see. Okay, because I've never seen a movie where so many bodies exploded as a bullet hit them. I mean, I've never seen a movie that bad in terms of that. And, you know, I just
Terminator.
thought it was a terrible movie. I thought it was a totally racist movie.
No, why would you say that?
It's not racist.
I thought it was racist.
I'll tell you why it's not racist.
First you had the white guys killing the blacks, then you had the black guys killing the white. I thought it was a terribly racist movie, and I thought it was really vicious and really. I thought it was bad. You know, these people that talk about gun control and should we have guns and shouldn't we have guns. But when you look at that movie can really screw up some kid that's a little
I
bit
admired that movie, and I'll tell you why. It reminded me, even though it's a fantasy, it reminded me that our country was based on something so horrible, so horrific, slavery. And that if anything, it had the opposite effect on me. It made me feel more empathic with the black plight.
Well, I didn't like it, and I thought it was a totally racist movie. So what are you going to do?
I think you're reaching, Howard. You're
Not
saying
at all.
that
Yeah.
movie
I'm
did
telling
that
you.
for everyone. That did that for you
For
and
me.
no one
I
else.
think
Howard's
It was totally.
I think Howard's trying to be politically.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
I would turn.
You know, this
I would say
think this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Halfway through the movie, I turned to my wife. I said, "Quentin Tarantino is a genius, and this is one of the most emotional movies
Because
I've ever
you're
seen."
adding something to the movie that's
Bullshit.
not there.
You're all crazy.
trying to be politically correct.
Really?
and
He's
this
being
is a headline.
outrageous.
You know, Robin, this is going to be a headline tomorrow.
I'm
in the
not
New York
trying to be
Post and the
politically
Daily
correct.
News. There's going to be a headline tomorrow. Howard Stern tries to be because
No.
How long have you been on the air, Howard?
Donald, this is how I really feel.
Ever that he's been politically correct.
I'm telling you my true belief. I've always been honest.
Movie, Howard, and it was a shitty movie in my opinion.
One of the best movies ever made.
It was totally just a revenge movie. That was it. It was nothing.
I thought it was a nothing movie, and I thought, when a bullet hits the body doesn't have to explode for 2 blocks away. The whole thing was disgusting, and that happened hundreds of times. I thought it was disgusting, and I thought it was very bad for young people to see that movie because I think it can really influence them.
Did you have sex during the Academy Awards?
No, I didn't.
When's the last time you had sex?
He paid attention.
When is the last time you had sex with your wife?
Well, let's see. What time is it?
Come on, be honest.
What time is it, Rob?
Be honest.
I won't say that, but
has it really been that long?
I have a great wife. I do. I have a great wife, a beautiful wife. She was on the cover of Avenue magazine. She's been on many, many covers, including Vogue. She's a great person.
Will we ever see
and
her
a very nice person.
Will we ever see her do a nude layout?
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame.
I tend to doubt it.
Very sexy woman.
I tend to doubt it. I think if we do, I will not be a happy camper.
And that woman stays in shape, man.
Oh, she's in shape. But she's naturally in shape. It's not a big workout deal or anything, which is nicer, to be honest.
Well, she knows with you she's got to stay in shape.
I saw a woman the other day. She's in shape, but then I touched her arm, and it was like, a piece of steel.
That's right.
I don't like that. No, she's naturally in good shape. Absolutely. She's a very beautiful woman, considered one of the great beauties of the world. So I don't know how I got her because, beauty doesn't matter to me.
That's right. Yeah,
I told you that.
Did you wake up one day and go, oh, my God, she's actually beautiful?
No, that's the way it happened.
You fell in love with her personality first. Well, listen to me.
I fell in love with her soul. So listen, Howard, I'm going to do the Today Show now, so I have to run. But I will tell you, see who I do first? I do Howard first, and Robin.
Who will...
Robin's so important to you, Howard. Do you have any idea how lucky you are, Howard?
I thank God every day.
I mean, Robin is just great. She's got such a way.
She's fantastic.
No, that's true, and I mean, I've said it a long time.
She is fantastic.
This is not a major breaking story, but she is fantastic.
You're right.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
So, Howard, I just wanted to call you up at the Nielsen ratings. And
very good. We have it.
The Apprentice versus that other show,
right?
Shark Tank, which is fine, by the way. I think it's fine. But if you look, The Apprentice blows it away. Do you have the Nielsen ratings?
I have it in front of me. You're not lying.
Confirm that.
I am confirming it right now.
Thank you.
By the way, answer this one question. How old is Melania allowed to get before you cut off her age?
Well, I'd love to give you an answer there, Howard, because I could do, but then it becomes a headline, and so I would say this: when she's 80, 90, I would still consider her a great beauty and a great wife.
Yeah, I think this marriage is going to last. I always said it.
Well, she's very strong and very nice. I mean, she understands me. She gives me my space, which I really need. One quick story on Melania, because I have a couple of minutes to just help me, but one quick story, because I do love this show. One quick story. So Tom Cruise calls me, and he wants to go to the Women's skating rink. So I call up Melania. I say, can you believe it? Tom Cruise called. Do you believe it? She goes, but why do you tell me this? You're a much bigger star than him. He is nothing compared to you. He is nothing. Tom Cruise is just a movie.
She's amazing.
The biggest star in the world. There's no bigger star.
She knows how to get you hard.
Well, no, look, I said, really? You believe that? Yes, of course. Don't even waste my time by telling me about that. And I'm saying, other people, if I said that, they'd say, I can't believe, what does he want you for? So she's very smart, and she's a terrific woman, and that's good.
She loves you.
And I love you guys, and take care of yourselves. I just wanted to set the record straight.
Who will be interviewing you on the Today Show?
Matt Lauer.
All right, very good.
Okay?
All right.
So long.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The wonderful and vivacious Donald Trump, who reminds us that he is beating Mark Cuban in the ratings, even still.
So Gerard Butler.
He says he went to meditate on this pilgrimage at this Hindu temple, and he felt like he was Jesus Christ when he came back. Like he could shoot fire out of his hands. He partied with Mel Gibson in February at a nightclub. You see that whole group of guys out. It's pretty crazy.
What do you say to Mel?
Big Streisand fan. You know, he's one of these guys that does all these crazy things. He took this motorcycle trip in India, got sick from drinking from the Ganges River.
People shit in there and die.
Gerard Butler's in a new movie. Look at you, still as handsome as ever. I'm all right. I'm exhausted from my vacation.
Oh yeah.
I worked the whole vacation. My audience thinks I was off. I was working. I got 2 jobs now.
What were you working on?
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent. Yeah, right.
It doesn't seem like
Americans Got Talent.
Yeah, it's
no, I said America's Got Talent. I know the name of the show. I've seen it.
I got to tell you, you know what it is, Gerard? It's like, it was long. You know, people don't think that's work, but it was. It was exhausting. It took me like 3 days to recover from it.
Is that right? What, emotionally exhausting or just the...
Well, I would tell you about it, but my audience was so cruel about me talking about it last time that I'm going to just concentrate on you right now.
This is a Judd Apatow thing, yeah?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he didn't like when I talk about it, so fine. Let's give Judd Apatow his wish.
Well, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, and I'll never have the opportunity of working with Judd Apatow.
Hey, you know when you talk about a guest coming in, I wish, because you're so masculine, but yet you're a huge Barbra Streisand fan, and I mean I'm a big fan.
He can be. See, that's how you got to be very masculine to do that.
I'm a big Barbra Streisand fan of her films. I thought she was a fabulous director, and because I think she was a woman and a strong woman, they never gave her the credit, I think.
Right.
But you like her music.
Well, how many movies did she direct, Howard?
Well, there was Yentl. There was
Yentl's a better name.
Yenter.
Prince of Tides.
Prince of Tides was another one. The Way We Were, she didn't direct.
No, she did not.
But she did the one with Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal, yeah.
I think she directed
the boxing one.
Yeah, I think she directed that, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Did she direct Main Event?
I don't think so.
Are you a Barbra Streisand fan musically?
No, I like her music. I just everything about her, you know. I mean, I grew up with Barbra Streisand, and she's just. I mean, even when you look at singers today, the difference in the quality of voice, and even just that charisma that they had in those days, you know, she was the shit.
You know, it's unbelievable what's going on in music. It's almost not cool to be a musician anymore, right? But hey, are you putting out a rock record?
No.
Did you go to Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp for advice?
What? I don't even know. I mean, I got to say, I almost want to compliment these people and their imagination. They just sit and go, what can I say? What, you know?
Are you the victim of a lot of false tabloid reports?
Yeah, I get some insane stuff, yeah.
Mostly about women or mostly about like other stuff?
Probably mostly about women.
It's unbelievable the amount of women they got you linked to.
Yeah, I mean,
they have you having sex constantly. Like you were a little 2 minutes late.
You don't have time to act.
I think you were having sex in the elevator on the way.
Well, by the way, I was having sex in the elevator.
Oh, you were.
So it's not that I'm always. I'm not always innocent, but the stuff that I hear, I'm like, oh, come on, really?
You're not that busy sexually.
I'm not that busy sexually. I got to tell you, there's many a time that I sit, because I mean, when I'm living in LA, there's so much. It's so often, you know, you sit in your bed on your own, you switch on the TV, and you're watching television, and you go, I know that right now there is some story out there about me shagging 3 women.
Right.
I wish they could see me now.
If you're by yourself and you're like, why is my life so boring? But you know what? Seriously, I as a guy who I wasn't blessed with your kind of looks and machismo, And so we
And may I say, he looks very good.
He looks good, right?
Thank
you. Do look good. Like I own that same jacket, and I look like shit in it. You know what I mean? Like,
I've never noticed that jacket on you.
Yeah, I love that jacket, by the way.
Thank you very
Maybe
much.
we should swap.
It would look a lot better on you. This jacket's pissed that I own it. So I should give you all my clothes, actually. You know what? Like for America's Got Talent, I went out. John Varvatos, I bought all his clothes. I
love John Varvatos.
I got all his whole wardrobe. They helped me out. John helped me himself. And you know, at the end of the day, I still look like shit. I mean, so you got to look like you. When you were in Scotland growing up, were women always interested in you, or did it happen when you got in the movies?
That's a tough question. I mean,
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 17.
Yeah, I was 16.
What,
so.
the women couldn't get to you? What happened?
I just didn't know what I was doing.
Were you not considered a very good-looking kid?
No. I mean, I was pretty popular at school, you know. And by the way, I remember the first time that I ever flirted with a girl, and she walked up the stairs, and I said something to her, and she said something back, and then we just looked at each other, and I held this look, and she gave this smile, and my heart went, you know, it just almost
feeling.
exploded, and I went, that's what you do.
Right.
You hold a look, you give a little smile. And that was the first time I felt some stirrings down below. You know what?
17, it was a girlfriend, like a serious girlfriend?
No, it wasn't a girlfriend. It was just a girl at school. And she was walking up the stairs, and I made a joke. She looked at me, and I held the look. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fun. So I've got such an addictive personality that then all I did was flirt constantly. So I became.
But before you got laid, were you getting blowjobs and stuff a lot when you were like 14 or 13?
No.
No. Wow.
Other stuff, but not blowjobs.
Yeah, I mean,
Just making out and stuff.
like I would get freaky chicks to make love to me, and then like it would be long between girls, like it would be like months and sometimes
desert.
a year, like a desert. It was awful with this face. So, I mean, I didn't even have that good a personality, so everything was working against me. You know what I mean?
There was one girl in the chemistry class, and I remember we used to always these Bunsen burners in front of us, and we sat at the back, and she used to wear these black stockings, and oh my God. I would get so turned on, and we'd start putting our hands in each other's legs as a dare, you know, and start working our way up to see where we would get to.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
to me, that was even more exciting than losing my virginity.
Yeah, right. That's hot.
Oh, it's hot. It was
because
so-
if you get caught, you're screwed, and it's like the whole thing.
And every time she'd let you go a little further.
Did you ever consummate with her, or did you? No,
never.
It was just something that happened in that class.
Once in the toilet in my house as well, but I mean, never.
What do you mean? She actually came over and she started to screw around.
Well,
in
there's
the
a
bathroom?
crowd of us over at my house, and we ended up in there and kissing and kind of pressing against each other, and it was like it was.
Why do you think you never made love to her?
I didn't know what I was doing. I mean,
you were that, yeah, right. Did porn help you learn how to do?
No, I wasn't.
That's what I learned from
porn.
From
really?
porn, yeah.
Okay.
That's why
By the
he
way-
was arrested several times.
yeah, I think you were supposed to just rip a woman's clothes off and do whatever you wanted to her. I didn't know you had to ask permission.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're leading me to so many. I went through to my brother's house to visit him in Edinburgh when he was a student. I just started law school, and the guy in his room had a box, I swear to God, 4 feet high, full of porn magazines. I didn't have any porn magazines, and he was throwing them out. My brother said, "Do you want some of these?" And I was with 3 of my friends who were all law students, and I took a bunch. We get in the car, we drive back to Glasgow. I'm going into the university. And they dropped me in the middle. It's this street that everybody crosses. Everybody who's in the university, they all cross. And I used to be crazy. Well, I was still a little crazy, but I used to be really crazy. So I decided to do my French Connection impersonation. So I opened the door while he was still moving, and I dived out and rolled along the street.
Are you insane?
I'm insane.
How fast is this car moving?
Oh, it was slowing down. It was
Right.
maybe 40 miles an hour. No, I'm joking. It was like just a couple of miles an hour. I roll on the ground, and I'm thinking, the boys are going to love me. That's crazy. My buddy Diarmid gets out the car with all the porn magazines. He throws them on the ground and he says, "And stay away, you fucking pervert!" And they drive off, and I'm left with about 20 porn magazines all on the ground, and everybody's looking at me, and I had to start picking them up one by one.
It's so embarrassing.
It was the most humiliating.
And like titty magazine. And
worse. They were like German. They were like serious deep throat porn.
Guys who love animals.
Yeah,
I mean, bad stuff.
Yeah, and I'm smiling like, and I had to. I couldn't just walk away, so I'm like laughing at people like as if it's just silly, picking them all up. It was.
You know, that reminds me of a story that happened to my wife. We get so much free porn here and sex toys and stuff.
Right.
So we had a friend. She said, Howard gets all those dildos. She hadn't been dating. She said, bring a couple of those dildos that he gets over to the house. So she wrapped them up in a paper bag. I gave them to her. She's walking down the street. What are the odds of this happening? The paper bag rips, and the dildos are all over the ground. And she has in front of like tons of people picking up like a black dildo, like 12 inches this long. You know what I mean? It's just so fucking embarrassing, right? I mean, it's too much. When you're picking up porn off the street and people and women are probably like looking at you like you're dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just awful.
By the way, there was another time. You just reminded me. I was in a bar, and for some reason, I had a. But it's not like I used to carry a lot of condoms around, but I had got a bunch, and I had 5, and I put them in the inside of my pocket, and I'm sitting in a bar. It was an old beaten-up denim jacket, and it had a hole in the inside. So I'm sitting talking to this guy, and there's a bunch of girls, and this girl walks over and says, "Excuse me, buddy," and she picks up 5 condoms from the ground.
Oh, my God.
That it looked like I'd crapped them out.
And then you look like a douche.
I mean, yeah, it was not my best moment.
Right, it's like, oh, there's Gerard Butler, the guy who carries like 5 condoms because he knows he's going to get lucky.
By the way, now that I look back, I think it probably made me look pretty, pretty masculine. Yeah, babe, what about it?
Do you still wear a rubber when you're with a new chick?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I'm going to say that anyway.
You know, you have no idea how many guys I interview, single guys like yourself, good-looking dudes, they don't use rubbers. It's like, and they laugh at me because I use one.
You still use one?
Yeah. You're gonna
He's laughing at you too.
Yeah, I use one. But how am I supposed to have birth control?
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, seriously, I don't want to, have more kids.
Does Gerard have like children floating around out there?
Apparently not.
Right.
I mean, I always thought when 300 came out it was a big success. That I'm like, I was waiting for a call. I thought if there's somebody out there,
right.
this is
you
the time.
This is the time.
Yeah, but I didn't hear anything.
Do you worry about your looks? Honestly, seriously, because I mean, everyone, all these women carry on. Everyone, how good looking, and part of the reason you get all these leading roles is because you look like a leading man. I mean, your new movie's coming out. You're a leading man type.
Yeah.
But do you have to sit? Do you worry like when you go and play sports or something that your face is going to get fucked up? Or I mean, I would be paranoid about that.
No, I'm not saying that you don't look in the mirror and go, "God, I look like shit today," or I need to get more Botox or something.
Right. Did you get Botox?
No, I don't.
Would you ever do it?
No, I mean, I don't think like that. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that. It's funny because I said to somebody, I said, "Look at this. Look at all these wrinkles I'm getting here." And he's like, "Dude, it looks. For a guy, we're lucky because it works. To me, it's character."
In a way, I've always considered myself blessed because I can never lose my looks. I never have. You know what I mean? Like guys like you have to worry about it. I don't.
You're a good-looking man. Stop saying that.
Yeah. But seriously. If a producer says to you, look, like they have the role of a lifetime for you, you read the script, you love them, they go, hey, listen, man, do a little Botox around your eyes or something. Would you do it if they told you?
Oh, if it was for a role,
you would do it.
Because I'd be just as happy to make myself look ugly, or get fat.
Right.
I'll if it's for a role and it's something you're really willing to commit to, then yeah. I mean, I would do it for that, but not for my I don't care enough like that. It's there's certain things in coming from Scotland that it's just you're not wired that way.
Scottish dudes are very masculine. They don't sit and think about Botoxing.
Yeah, when I came over here and guys started talking about trimming and stuff, I'm like, what the
trimming
fuck is that?
You don't trim your bush, do you?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Are you circumcised?
No.
You're not?
We don't do that.
Do chicks freak out?
I still have the umbilical cord attached to me.
They don't even cut that. You got that big giant belly button.
That's why. By the way, that's why I did lose my virginity till I was 17 because I tried it with my umbilical cord when I was 13, and it was just.
Do you have a big belly button? Do you have like a thing like? Do you have
an Audi?
You see that thing that's sticking out of your belly button?
Yeah. No, it goes.
I grew up in a very poor community.
Right.
And some of the kids had belly buttons where there was like a stick coming out of it.
Oh,
because
really?
Because they had botched like umbilical cord detachment, I guess.
Oh.
Like, it was crazy stuff I used to see.
Oh, wow.
It was like a tail in front. I'm not shitting you. So if you're not circumcised, which by the way, I am so against circumcision. I mean, that's a man-made fucking thing. It's got to cut down on your sensitivity on your penis.
For sure.
I'm circumcised because, I grew up in America. That's what they do. They cut you. But it's got to be wrong.
I mean, I never having been circumcised, I can't say, but all I know is, for me, it's very sensitive.
Right.
And that's, when I'm having sex, that's the amazing...
But do chicks freak out? Do they ever sit there and go, oh no, he's not uncut, Because some women just can't deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, there's times they're like, oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
I've never really seen...
Because they've never seen it before.
Yeah, and then they've never really seen one that small. I've never really seen one, like,
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they cut off too much of my circumcision. But do you have to teach a woman how to be with you sometimes because they don't know how to handle an uncircumcised
No,
penis?
I don't think it's that different. I mean, I don't...
Well, they got to pull back that skin, right? And then blow you.
Don't they have to pull back? Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know enough about... Oh, really? It's not the pull back? I don't know. I've never handled an uncircumcised cock. I've never handled a circumcised cock.
If it was the right role, would you get circumcised for your...
No, that would be going too far.
Because Fred's uncircumcised, and he always talks about he had to learn how to clean the thing. There's always cheese in there and shit and all kinds of stuff.
By the way, you only get that if you haven't been... if you haven't been careful in the first place. You got to, that's the thing, your hygiene, you got to be a little more careful about hygiene.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's good conversation.
Good morning. Let me tell you something. These chicks love you so much. You could sell your cheese on the open market. And people would pay you. I'm telling you, these girls want it.
Okay.
Like Robin, if Gerard said, hey, look, I'm going to make love to you, but I haven't showered in a week. So you're going to have to put up with my cheese. You would. You would. You know you would. You would.
Stop it.
Seriously, Robin? Okay.
I know her. She would.
Okay, we'll talk after.
It's a nice snack afterward. Give me a break.
Please.
So when you were growing up in Scotland, and I remember the last time we talked, you were a lawyer, which is crazy. I mean, you went to law school.
Going to law school anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, and then you decided to become a movie star and an actor. And I'm thinking about this. I'm looking at you now, and I remember the movie 300 where you really bulked up, and because you were saying earlier you would get fat for a role and stuff. I mean, you're super trim right now.
Yeah.
You must have put on 20, 30 pounds of muscle for 300.
It was about 30 pounds. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, that was months and months and months of training, and I don't know if I have that drive now, but then I was so driven because when I got that role. I mean, it's funny. It was crazy how I got that role because the producers and the directors said, we want you to play this.
Yeah.
But they were in a weird situation because the movie had just been greenlit. Warner Brothers were very nervous about it. So they didn't want to put me forward to the big cheese.
Everything we do is cheese.
The big cheese.
Yeah, right.
And Warner Brothers said,
were they nervous because you weren't a big name?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, at that point, and they didn't know also, are they going to say that's, is Alan Horn, who was the president, then going to say that's the guy we want? So they said, we're going to do this in a weird way. We want you to personally call Alan Horn. So I had
Who's Alan?
Alan Horn was the president of Warner Brothers, right? And he's a sweetheart. And I knew him, but I called him, and and it was embarrassing because an actor doesn't do that. You don't call the president in the studio.
Wow.
And he didn't know because they hadn't told him that I was their guy. So I had to call him, and he said, look, I appreciate the call, but this is not really the way we do it. You get nominated by these guys. They come to me and my right-hand man. And I said, I know, but just let me come in. And I'd never done that before. My way would be normally, oh, okay, sure. I said, just let me come in. He says, you know what? Come in and have a coffee. So I went in and had a coffee.
Because you're not forward like that.
I'm not normally forward like that. And yet the roles that I got were always the ones that I actually was very proactive and just kind of took a gamble.
So is that a good lesson for actors, that you have to sometimes be that pushy, aggressive guy even though it's against your nature?
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is that I was just talking about this the other day. As an actor, I think what happens when you start getting offers is you just look at those offers and you forget that the quality is always going to get higher when you have to fight for a role. So the roles that aren't coming your way, so you got to keep looking up rather than on a parallel level. And I think I was getting to a stage where I was just looking on a parallel level because actors get egos. You stop auditioning, you say, well, I'll only read this if it's an offer. And by the way, you get a lot of scripts, so you can't sit and read all day, but you can only do so much. But it's always been in those times when I had to fight for something that tenacity comes out.
You're right. So after you have a couple of hit movies, all of a sudden you're like, hey, I don't have to audition for this. I don't have to go in and beg for this. But meanwhile, you're right. You can't lose that hunger because the good roles are the ones everyone's fighting over.
Exactly.
Who are you up against all the time? Is it like a type? Like, are you? Is it like you and two other guys?
Yeah.
Who's your guy?
Who is my guy? It depends on the role because sometimes they're kind of slanting a little older, so they might say it's you or Russell Crowe, or other times, it maybe Jeremy Renner or a Tom Hardy when you're going younger, and those guys are phenomenal.
Right.
And sometimes they come your way and sometimes they go there. And I always think they go the way they're supposed to go. You just, otherwise you make yourself crazy. And I learned that early on when this role I wanted so much. And the guy that got it is an English actor called Max Beasley, and it was a Scottish role, and he's English.
Right.
And I thought, you know what? I could look at this two ways. I could be angry, or I could say, good for him. He's managing to pull off getting that role in another accent.
Yeah.
So that should just inspire me to work harder, and one day I'll be that guy. And he had more of a name than me, so that one day I'll be glad that I'm the guy who has that name and will get those roles. So I try to look at it that way.
How hard is it for you to remove your Scottish accent when you go up for a role? I mean, is that difficult for you?
No, I've done it. By the way, I feel like I barely talk Scottish anymore. I listen to myself and I'm going, what am I? I sound, like I'm a hybrid because I've done as American in so many movies.
How do you learn to speak, with American, so to speak?
You go.
Like, who do you emulate? Like you can't go to a guy from Boston because he's got sort of like a Boston accent.
Unless you're playing a Boston guy, and that's a tough accent. Yeah.
Well, most people in movies speak in a general American accent.
Right.
So, and I don't try and focus on one person because then you're going to start getting caught up in their habits. But as much as watching TV and movies, what you do is you work with a dialect coach. And literally, you sit and you run sounds. So you'll be like, it's, for your eye. Because in Scotland, we say bright light.
Yeah.
We go, eye. In America, they go bright light. So you go, it's a bright light on a fine night. But the thing is, there's the same rule for every accent. So I is a certain sound in America, and ooh for moon. In Scotland, we go moon. Or we go good. And in Americans go good.
So if I said to you, say the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain without your accent.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, because you normally you got to get your mind.
This is the hardest thing, I think.
Okay, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And normally you do warm-ups because you got to. For American, you got to relax the lips, relax the tongue, and you got to just start talking like that.
Because if somebody hired me to play a Scottish guy,
right,
to stay in that vernacular, to stay in that accent, is very
That's what I was going to
difficult.
ask. On the set, do you stay American?
I do, but and that was the biggest thing as an actor that I did, because I was very shy to just walk around and improvise, and I realized one day it doesn't work when you're just going in for an audition and putting on an accent, because what starts happening is you start talking like this, and you neither get the performance or the accent.
Right, because that's so forced. You got to make it part of you. So you have to walk around all day.
So I started walking around, I started talking, and I thought, it doesn't even matter if it's bad, because people don't know. They don't think that's a bad American accent. They just think he's lived here for a certain amount of years. You get every accent imaginable. And my best buddy was like, dude, you sound like an idiot. And I'm going, he's a director. I'm like, you're supposed to be supporting me. Stop telling me that it doesn't sound American, because it doesn't matter right now. What matters is that I'm learning to laugh, to sigh, to go high,
to make it natural.
To make it natural, and it made all the difference to me.
Because I would imagine, like when I hear about Daniel Day-Lewis walking around as Lincoln all day, I think, wow, that guy's a fucking tool, But I get it in a sense. I mean, you gotta stay in the voice, right?
Yeah.
And he's British too, so he's dealing with it.
He should say that in his speech, by the way. I'm the tool that won the Oscar. That's why I act like a tool.
The guy's a great actor.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, imagine him walking around all day as Lincoln, and then all of a sudden you take out your cell phone and he goes, "What's that?" I'm the president. I've never seen such a device. How far does he take it? He's probably still living as Lincoln. You know what I mean?
His wife said, "Why do you never answer my calls?" He said, "Because I don't know what's a call.
What's a phone?
Did you shout?
Why are you not yelling out your window? Who knows? In your new movie, do you play an American?
I'm an American. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So was it tough or is it action?
No. Yeah, it was tough.
You play a guy who is everybody's now the new enemy is North Korea, because don't you play a guy who is protecting the president or something from North Koreans?
Yeah, but it's
what are you, CIA or FBI?
I don't know. No, I'm Secret Service.
You're Secret Service?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool, yeah. He was ex-Special Forces, and they often move into the Secret Service afterwards, so he was...
So what's the story? The North Koreans are attacking and you have to protect the president?
Yeah, that's basically what happens. I mean, you cut into the story earlier where I was special agent in charge, so I was the president's right-hand man.
Who plays the president?
Aaron Eckhart.
Oh, no kidding. That dude from Two-Face?
Well, that's a very young president, isn't it?
That's Two-Face.
Because, we wanted to... You often, when you get presidents in movies, there's that kind of, I don't know, standard, very polished, a little debt. There's a caricature that they have of presidents, and we wanted to make ours young and fresh with a bit of attitude, because it's really a movie about heroes and how in a situation like that it kind of makes it, in your darkest hour, how we rise to the challenge, and we wanted a president with a bit of bite. I mean, we open with a boxing scene. I'm boxing with Aaron because I'm teaching. The movie's really about keeping your guard up.
You're boxing with him because you're teaching him how to fight.
Yeah, because we fight. Most presidents stay fit. They go running, they train, they play golf, especially Bush. And
Bush, they couldn't get him off the golf course.
That's all he did.
And I'm afraid Obama might be turning into that too. Got to get him off the golf course too.
You got to go back to the White House. What's that?
Right. In the movie, do you bring in Ambassador Dennis Rodman to meet with the North Koreans? Wouldn't that be a cool move?
Yeah. But we by the way, it's the political backdrop is there's a lot of tension between North Korea, South Korea, and America.
Right.
But the North Koreans in this are not the bad guys. They're just the unpredictable guys. We don't know. It's a black hole there. We don't know what they're going to do, because you just never know what they're going to do anyway. You always want to set a movie. You look at the global climate and you say, well, if we made a movie about Spanish terrorists, nobody would go and see it because they're like, what? They're from Jamaica. Like, what?
Is that guy from Gangnam Style in your movie at all? Does he play the enemy?
He's the leader of North Korea.
Oh, Gangnam Style.
Yeah, and he gets in because everybody's just like, what
Everyone
the fuck is that?
And then he fucks with the president and he has to box the guy from Gangnam Style. I can't wait to see this.
It's great.
That's right. like a big dance attack.
But they're actually terrorists. It's a militia force. So it's you know, as it often, it's more style perhaps than Osama bin Laden, where, yeah, he has his politics, but there's a personal vendetta going on because of what happened in his own life. And so
Costner played a good Secret Service guy. Kevin Costner, when he was protecting...
No Way Out?
When he was he was protecting Whitney Houston.
By the way, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
I was an extra in that movie.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
I took a year out in America, and I was living like a bum. I ended up joining a traveling carnival and working in...
This is after you became a lawyer.
No,
and your parents wanted to kill you because you wanted to be an actor.
No, this is before that. This is when they wanted to kill me because I took a year out after my honors degree, but I still had to go back and do a diploma in legal practice and then train in a law firm for 2 years.
Right.
So this is before that. I went over there on a work exchange program for the summer, and then the day I was supposed to come home, I was still technically president of the Law Society in Glasgow. I called my mum and said, I'm not coming back.
I'm going to join a circus.
I'm going to join a traveling circus.
I would have killed you. I would have beat your ass into the ground.
That was pretty much her life.
They were probably like, what are you wasting your time with this for? They must have thought you were the biggest screwball on the planet.
Screwball, but I think she also knew that, listen, once I went back, I was facing a life as a lawyer, and I'm not. That sounds like, you know, I'm not.
For you,
saying
that would have been hell.
Well, but not just hell. If it had been, no matter what it was going to be, you were committing to a lifelong career where you have your 2 weeks holiday a year, and I thought, I need to go. I need to do some damage.
But imagine you as a lawyer with your looks. I mean, you got so much corporate pussy. It would.
But wait a minute, they have to wear. Do they wear those wigs in Scottish
By the way,
courts?
what's saying I don't know?
You probably do. God knows I can't even keep up with you.
But do they wear those wigs in Scottish court?
Yeah, they do.
You would look good in
so
that.
You'd have had to.
I don't need a wig. I've got that. I've got that look. I just got to dye.
You've got that puffy hair.
So what do you mean you joined? What'd you do in the traveling circus?
No, it was a traveling carnival. So I was working on it was a device called the wacky wire. You know, that goes round in a spiral, and you got to.
You ran a ride?
No, it's a concession stand. Right. So people come and they pay $2 and they try to take it down without touching the wire, and it's pretty much impossible to do, especially because, you know, there's an arm at the back that holds it, and if you do it standing behind it, then you can do it. But if you're in front of it, you can't. You can't. But they win this massive teddy bear, and you're like, come on, win the biggest bear in the fair, $2 a shot. I'll give you 3 for 5. You? That was me. Yeah,
you guys ripped me off. I think I lost that. So while you're doing that, you say, hey, let me go check out the movie business, and you go and you're an extra on that movie.
Yeah, I wasn't even checking out the movie business, but my buddy who I'd met years before in Spain, who it turns out his father was Alan Marshall, and who was a big producer. He produced Basic Instinct, produced Bugsy Malone. You know, he did Jacob's Ladder. And by the way, he's now an assistant director and a second unit director. Now check this out. This is 23 years later. When I was in Spain, I was on holiday with my family. We were there for 2 weeks. I met him. I had to go home, and he's like, dude, stay at my place. I've got buddies coming out. So I stayed at his place, and I had no money, so I painted his house. His mum gave me money to paint his house so I could stay out in Spain. And he just worked. He worked on this movie, Olympus Has Fallen.
Wow.
He, I was like,
That's crazy.
coming. So he
full
was
circle.
Full circle. So it was kind of amazing that all those years later that.
You nervous?
You know what? You always get nervous before a movie comes out, but the reason I'm nervous about this movie is because
you got back end.
Yeah. Well, I always do, but recently I haven't seen even close to anything on it.
Right.
But you know, honestly, these last couple of days have been really exciting because I did 80 interviews yesterday. 80.
Do you like that?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I like it when people are coming in because what we did was really smart because the movie is fantastic and it's exciting and it's very provocative, and it's emotional, and it's patriotic.
Have you gotten reviews yet?
Yeah, so we've been getting reviews. They give you quick reviews. The reviews don't come out to the day of.
Right.
But the reviewers have been loving it, and we've been screening it. These 300 word-of-mouth screenings we did all over the country.
Yeah.
And they are screaming, and they're shouting at the screen.
Action film.
It's an action film, but it's also...
Any nudity?
No.
Any chicks naked?
Jared gets
No, that would still be nudity, but no.
No chicks naked?
No chicks naked, no.
Who decided that?
I tried. I mean, and
you
I was
make
even
love
up
to any women in the movie?
No.
Wow, that's real action. You know, that's the move now. Like, no one's James Bond anymore. Like, most of these action dudes don't actually make love to women. They're almost above it. Sylvester Stallone started that, I think.
Yeah, yes, that's a good point, actually, because it doesn't really, it becomes a little namby-pamby after that. Then it goes towards the romantic thing. This is, I mean...
This is hardcore.
It's hardcore, but at the same time, there's a lot of... It's a very emotional experience, and I have a wife in it. We have... Because after a tragedy at the beginning of the movie where me, in performing my duty, there's a car accident, I have to save the president. But in doing so, I literally have to pull him off of his wife. And they go over the...
Would you love to be James Bond? I could see you as a James Bond type.
I could... Listen...
Is this your James Bond, this movie?
I mean, any movie that's an action thriller where you're working for the government against the bad guys then could be compared to James Bond, but it doesn't feel anything like James Bond.
Would you love that? I mean, would that be something you'd want, or is it too...
No. To be honest, to be Bond number 17 is not...
Because you're going to be compared to all the other ones, and what if you don't do well? Then
yeah,
then
there was Sean Connery, was pretty hard to top. Daniel Craig, I really loved the last movie. I thought that's when it.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Yeah,
that's when it clicked in. That was a piece of class.
I could see you doing that, though.
No, by the way, I totally think I could do it.
When you, of course, you could. if you when you pull the president off his wife, she's not naked?
No,
what kind of movie is this? That the president's wife isn't naked?
What do you call that when you pull a costume and it just comes off?
The breakaway.
The breakaway.
Right?
Yeah. I suggested it.
He's banging his wife, and you pull him off, and she's not nude.
And she's not nude.
And does your character go, "What the fuck? Why are you wearing clothes when you're making love to the president?"
And he said, "What the fuck? My wife just died, you dick." Anyway, but so you cut into the movie, and I'm now in a desk job. I'm like a caged animal. I'm bouncing my ball off the screen. I train my life to to be of service. Did
you audition for this movie?
No. I produced this movie.
You got this role.
Yeah.
This is your role.
And it's 𝗦𝗵cie who directed Training Day. So I mean, and we have Aaron Eckhart, we have Morgan Freeman, Melissa Leo.
Morgan Freeman, he's good.
Melissa Leo, who won the Oscar for The Fighter. We have Ashley Judd, Dylan McDermott, Cole Hauser.
Did you have sex with Ashley Judd? She's newly divorced, right?
No, I have sex with Dylan McDermott. But
you did?
It's a spoiler.
Yeah. He didn't mind that you were uncircumcised? I'm glad to hear you have a small penis, though, with all the women you get.
Oh, yeah, it's
you
small,
believe
but
him.
Can I just say?
Yes.
It's thin.
It's thin. Mine's thin, too. Mine's thin and small. I'm not even thick.
My God.
In a way, for a guy like me, I'm glad to hear that about you, because you should have some difficulty in life. You know what I mean? That could look. Do women ever laugh when, because they're probably like, oh my God, I'm going to be with Gerard Butler.
Oh,
do they ever go like, I guess it's not a joke.
I just do that to make him feel comfortable. See, I'm not perfect. You want to see my hemorrhoids?
We had a woman in here who you made love to recently, but I heard you get mad because she went public with it. Brandy.
You got
from,
angry at her.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You banged her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you sober up.
Well, you know what? By the way, here's the thing.
She's hot.
She is hot. I've never seen that show.
I watch it all the time. There she is on our show right there. There's a picture of her.
Oh, well, she's hot.
She is hot.
But here's the thing. That was like you're at a beach party, you're having fun. This girl comes along, and she was so. So what do you do? She's like, doesn't matter. What do you do? I said, tell me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we hung out. We had a little bit of fun. Suddenly, one day, I'm actually walking down the street with 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱, who directed this movie. That's
who you care about, right?
Who I care about,
right.
and this paprika, because they love to fuck you, those guys. They love to come up and ask you the most awkward questions. So he runs in my face and says, "So Brandy Glanville says you're great in bed."
10 out of 11. No, she gave you a 10, 11 out of 10 as a lover.
Well, you know what I said?
Hey.
Who's Brandy Glanville?
Oh, wow.
Because one, I didn't know her last name. And two, I didn't know she was a celebrity. And I didn't know that she was going to go and fucking tell people about it.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. Then she looked... I felt bad because she looked... And then I worked it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's who that is. And I called and said, one, I'm not very happy that you did that, because you got... there's certain things you got to keep a little private.
Sure.
And two... I'm sorry because I said I didn't know who you were. And she was in tears. She said, I'm doing the press for my new show, and now they don't want to talk about the show. They just want to say, so Gerard Butler claims he doesn't even know you, and you said you had sex with him. And I said, I know that's embarrassing, but what do you expect?
She put it out there.
Yeah. But she's cool.
Could she have kept it going with you, or is that strictly a one-night stand for you? Like, in other words...
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I mean, I'm seeing somebody now. I wasn't. See, this was me when I was training for Mavericks. I got a place down in Malibu. You have your fun every now and again.
Yeah.
And she's a sweetheart, by the way. She's a lovely girl. But no, it wasn't. It didn't really.
It's a one-nighter.
It was a one afternooner.
A one afternooner.
A one afternooner.
I mean, the way she was. We had her on the show. We're talking. The way she's raving, 11 out of 10.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah, wow. I would imagine, because she is fucking wild.
Yeah, she is wild.
Yeah, I like a wild woman.
Yeah, she's...
Sure you do, Howard. I see who you married.
Well, how do you know my wife's not wild in bed? All right, she's not wild in bed. No. She used to be before she met me.
No, she's not.
Like, you haven't made love to any of the other housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Vanderpump.
Now I don't know because they,
yeah.
Maybe I did.
Hey,
but
the movie Mavericks, that was the surf movie.
Yeah.
Did you almost drown on that movie or something? I read.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened with you? You were you actually had to surf for the movie.
I had to surf, and it was my dream to actually go and surf that wave, even though the movie is all about just that people have no idea how dangerous and how much training and what what metal it takes to go.
Had you ever surfed before that?
I just learned. I wasn't even that good, but I knew what I learned. I actually learned to surf big waves before small ones because I knew if I can be towed in. I learned to tow in because it's hard to get up on a board while you're being towed, and then.
What does towed in mean? I don't even know. I'm such a pussy.
Towed in
means there's a rope on the board.
You hold the rope. You're lying on the board. They pull you, and then you got to stand up. You got to get on the board while you're going, and then they've got to do it in perfect time so that you catch the wave as it builds.
So in other words, they give you an assist because this is a high difficulty thing.
They're hard to paddle into, and I thought if they can just get a few seconds of me on that big wave, I will be. And by the way, that cuts back to 300 because that, to me, when I went into Seattle and Horn, just to finish that, because I said, you will not regret you put me in this movie. I will kill myself for this. And then I set such a high bar. I thought, I want to be cut like I've never seen anybody cut.
Yeah,
on
300, you were fucking ripped.
I was ripped,
but you don't think you have the motivation to do that again?
I don't know.
That'd be difficult.
That would be difficult, yeah. But so for Mavericks, I did the same thing, though. I said, if I could just go out there and surf Mavericks. So I pushed them because they're like, listen, if you get caught in Mavericks, there's nothing we can do. We can't go in because the waves are too big. We got to wait for them to pass. That might be 12 waves. That's 3 or 4 minutes. You're done. But I got away with it. I surfed it 3 or 4 times, and to be with some of the best surfers in the world. I didn't surf it well, but I just got up. And
you were there.
I was there. And to see them...
Could they have faked... In other words, could you have never... Let's say you don't know how to surf.
Yeah.
If they had, I was up for Mavericks. I was probably next to you, and I've never surfed in my life. In other words, that would be funny though. Why don't I make Mavericks except put me in it?
Yeah, and you can't surf at all.
Yeah, right. So if you didn't know how to surf at all, could they have just faked it and used a body double and then been done with it? Or did you, in order to get the part, you needed to know how to surf?
No. I mean, they offered it to me and said, they said that, well, the movie's not going to happen if you don't do it. So they said, so you do whatever you want. If you can surf a bit, if you can surf a lot, if you can't even surf, we'll work something out.
Wow.
So, but you know, the thing is, it's just the difference. It's the subtle difference.
You want to do
it. You want to do it, and if you see the guy doing it, it's the same in a fight sequence. If you know it's him, if you have to do, you know, quick cuts if it's a body double, and it's just not the same. So I wanted to do it, but that's not when the accident happened. It was the next week, and we were doing a part where we're paddling out, and it's the first time that the kid who's, you know, Jay, played by Johnny, but he's watching me paddling out, and it's the first time he's seen Mavericks, and it's awesome. So we're paddling out, and these huge waves are coming in. You're trying to get over the top. We were in the worst position, and this wave we saw it half a mile away, and suddenly, even as I'm talking about it, you get those butterflies in your stomach. The guy goes, "Paddle, Jerry, paddle, paddle," and you start paddling, and you're paddling, and you're paddling about 70 yards to try and get out of the way of this wave, and it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger. It's the size of like a 3-story building, right? And then you realize you've taken a gamble, because now you're exhausted and the wave's going to hit you and you're going down. And I went down, and I just didn't seem to come back up. And I'm like, why am I? Because when
I'm going to die.
Well, because it's at the end of the wave, because we were so deep. There's so much gas in the water that literally, the white water is about 5 foot deep. You're not coming up.
It pushes you down.
Well, you just don't rise above it. Plus, I'm spinning, and then I realize it's ripped my board off me, so I'm not being pulled up, and I'm out of breath. I'm literally, I'm going, this is horrible. And then the next wave comes. So I didn't even get up to the top. So then I knew.
Did you think you were going to die?
Then I started thinking either I was going to die, or that they would hopefully find me and revive me. Because the guy who filmed this, by the way, he's been revived 3 times.
Oh, my God.
And he's now in a wheelchair, because then he got the bends after shooting this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was down like 120 feet, and one of the other divers got into trouble, and he had to, you know, in fact,
what do you mean he's in a wheelchair for life?
Well, it looks...
What happened? You mean when you get the bends, you're in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I mean, he was paralyzed completely for a month. Now he's got some movement back, but
because he went so far down.
Because he was so far down, and he had to come up too quickly because one of his colleagues got into trouble. So he was actually saving his colleague. This guy's amazing. I love this guy because, you know, after I came out of the water, he filmed me, even though I'd almost drowned, and I'm like, my head was. I thought my head was.
Did they use that in the film?
No, they didn't use it in the film because it wasn't really. I'm supposed
what a
to be
waste!
I'm supposed to be a good surfer in the film, but and I didn't mind that he was doing it because I knew that's a guy who he'd be quite happily in this position.
Wow.
So, but it didn't stop. When I finally came up, there was nobody there. Oh, this guy, Grant, was on a jet ski. And to see him, this guy's 6'5", he's invincible. To see him looking at me, he was terrified. Mm-hmm. And I knew I'm in trouble. And he couldn't get to me. I went down again.
Wow.
I came back up. Then there was nobody there. I went down again. And then when I came back up, they grabbed me. But when he was pulling me, the next wave was coming, and I'm now right at the rocks. And when these waves hit these rocks, they go 50 feet in the air. They smash it. So they had to get me out of the way. But the water's now going over my face because he's holding my hand, pulling me, and I knew if I let go, I'm dead.
Oh, man.
But I can't breathe still because the water's going over my head. So, and that was about a good 200 yards pulling me around the side.
Imagine dying for that movie, you know? Like, it's so crazy. Like, you die for a movie.
That's what I started thinking is it went from, okay, this has become a story, you know, amongst us. Then I'm thinking, oh, my God. this is now becoming a disaster. Like they're going to,
right.
you know.
And there are dudes that die on movies.
Yeah.
Look at what's his name? Who had his head chopped off with that helicopter blade. What the hell's that guy's name again?
Vic Morrow.
Vic Morrow. I mean, shit happens on these movies. They don't know. You know what? With these action films, they're asking you to do more and more crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell's going to happen.
You don't know. I mean, there was a movie not that long ago when I think about 12 stunt guys died in a helicopter that hit you
That's
know,
what I'm talking about. You got to
cable.
be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I picked...
Hey, never mind that. Tell me about your small penis again. No. So you mentioned you're going. First of all, the last time I saw you, right after you saw us, you went into rehab. I didn't know
just after that?
Yeah, just after.
Right.
You completely concealed
I was
that.
like,
from
he
me.
looked fine.
No, I was fine until I came in here.
Is that what did it? You went on drugs after you. What happened? I thought when I talked to you, you were sober. Are you a sober dude?
I mean, I don't drink. I don't drink.
You don't, yeah.
And I don't really mess around with drugs like that. But it was talking about movies and injuries. I've been in a car crash in movies where I hurt my back. Then I was doing a fight sequence in Coriolanus with Ray Fiennes when the same issue, it went out really, really badly. For
back pain?
4 months, I felt like somebody was sticking a spear in my back. I made a whole movie feeling that every day. And there was nothing I could do. Every night I had
they put you on pain meds.
So I started on pain meds. And,
Oxy?
No.
What were you doing?
Aspirin.
Heroin.
Heroin. No. That'll get rid of the back pain.
He was doing aspirin. He got hooked on aspirin.
What
I
were
had
you
a
doing?
morphine drip right into my arm and a colostomy
What the
bag.
hell were you doing?
No, just
weed.
No, just Vicodin. And to be honest, I wasn't even. Do you know?
Vicodin doesn't get me high though.
No, I wasn't
Well, you
really
don't
getting
take
high. But it was just,
500.
One night I was with some people and I took a couple of Vicodin and drank, which you're not supposed to do, and I still didn't get that good a buzz.
Oh, that's, by the way, I don't drink, but there was an amazing documentary on CNN about the amount of people who die by mixing alcohol with pain meds and other meds.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's thousands every year. They go to sleep, their heart stops.
Right.
But how were you taking the Vicodin?
Cutting it up and snorting it. No, I'm joking. Just taking it. No, just.
How much were you doing?
No, I mean, actually not. By the way, by the time that I went into, I really wasn't doing that many. I went into it was like a pain program. It was the doctor there was amazing, and they use qigong, so he barely touches you. And they go by energy lines, and what also is they teach you this philosophy where you know that stress is related to pain. So you have genuine injuries, but the more stressed you are, the more pain you feel, the more and the more down you get caused by the pain, then the more pain. And
so
then
you weren't like a real drug guy. You really had a problem with his pain meds.
No, and it was amazing.
How long were you there?
Like 20 days, 23 days.
Were you there with some hardcore drug people though?
I was surrounded by some crazy people.
And were you like going, hey man, I'm not that. I'm just doing some Vicodin because I got a back problem.
No, I'm in. By the way, honestly, the program that goes on in there, you got to stop. You look at your life. You sit listening to other people who talk about their life, and it is amazing. It's such a bonding experience. I wish the name wasn't rehab because it's actually a kind of a spiritual thing. You're with people from all different walks of life.
Well, sometimes you get caught up in your life so much you don't reflect.
You do, and I try not to, but I absolutely 100% do.
Is the food good?
I mean, yeah, it was
it's kind of
right.
like summer camp. What you're
Do
telling
they
me.
have special facilities, a good spa?
But you know the crazy thing is you're not allowed to talk to women.
Right.
Like in between, you're not allowed to talk to women. It's so funny because all the women want to talk to me.
Right.
You know, and they're coming crowds. I'm surrounded, and then the staff tell me off, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm being told off. You know,
Right.
You know who I am.
You're breaking all the rules.
Yeah, I have a small penis, but it's thin.
So are women slipping notes under your door and stuff when you're in the rehab?
Actually, I did get a note slipped under my door.
What a life.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You're in rehab, you're trying to reflect, you're trying to keep your shit together, and then all of a sudden you get the notes under the door.
Yeah.
Were you tempted?
Yeah.
What did the note say?
it was just being. It was like something like you're fucking hot. I wish we could do something or something like. You know, the thing is, you share a room. You share a room with somebody, and I shared a room with this guy. Oh my God, he was hilarious.
He probably took the note and said, "Hey, this chick thinks I'm hot. I'm going to go bang her."
No, but
that'd be great.
That would have been great.
That's a
you
movie.
got me thinking. Maybe the note wasn't for me.
What a movie! I'm at rehab with Gerard Butler, and I get a note under my door, and I realize this chick wants to fuck me, and I go over there, and then she sues me because she thought I was Gerard Butler in the dark.
Yeah, or Gerard Butler comes over, tries to fuck me, and I sue him because I wrote the note to the other guy.
Right. So who was the guy you were sharing the room with? Just like a regular dude?
You know what? This guy was older, and he'd been married for something like 40 years, and then I think he just got a little bored, started drinking, and it was. And oh my God, I fell in love with this guy. He was such a good man. When I first met him, he was really annoying because he's like, "This is what we do. This is what I do. Class is 10. And remember, okay, it's 5-2. You got to be right." And I want to go, dude, fuck off.
Right,
you know, But by the end, I loved this guy. Although he snored so loud.
Oh, I hate that.
Even the earplugs. I mean, the room was vibrating, and
I couldn't take that.
No,
I'd have to do Vicodin just for that. Really. I'm not kidding. I'd kill the guy.
Yeah.
So do you stay in touch with this dude, or
I do. I stay in touch with a few people from there because you know what? I got to tell you, that's why I think. Everybody should do something like that, or go to some, to take a stop.
That's why I do therapy. I'm telling you. You do therapy? You do psychotherapy?
I have done, but I don't right now.
Can you masturbate in rehab? Can you spend some time?
Is everything off?
Or is that like, do they tell
he's
you?
got a roommate.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, can you masturbate?
No, I did, but then they said,
where do you go?
You got to do that in your room.
I do it in group.
Not in group, Jerry. Not in group.
But seriously, do they tell you don't just abstain from touching yourself, or?
No, they don't. They don't say that. I don't recall if I did or not.
Did you have to clean toilets with your toothbrush and all that kind of stuff?
No.
Like none of that hardcore stuff.
None
like
of
Betty
that.
Ford type stuff.
None of that.
Yeah. So you would recommend? Were there other famous people there? Or were you the only famous dude?
No, there was a couple of other famous people. I'll tell you who was there.
Fun.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, just give us a list of the names. Give us a few names to make it really good. Is that fun, though, as a celebrity, to see other celebrities there and like you're all kind of bonding? I mean, I would imagine that's great.
Yeah, it's cool because you know what? Well, especially for me. To be honest, I could have gone in there saying, "Hey, I don't have a big issue." But I didn't. If I'm here, I'm going to use this experience because you learn so much. You come out, you understand yourself so much more. You're inspired by.
So why not continue?
Why did you
You're
go?
right. By the way, that's why I kind of wish. I was doing some group. Have you ever heard of that book? Is it Power Against Force or something, where the guy talks about the energy you have if you're around a room of people meditating? Literally, it gives a vibration,
right. And
they say that Jesus operated on this 650 or something. Mother Teresa, the Buddha, and the emotion of jealousy and fear and anger is like 100. And they
but
say.
Wasn't there some story about? Didn't you go to Israel and then you were like, you came back and you thought you were Jesus and you could make fire come out of your hands? Wasn't there some story like that?
Yeah, but it was fire come out of my ass. I realized you got to fart and light it.
No, you know what I'm talking about. Didn't you go? You had some spiritual experience. You went to that. What is that called?
No, it was India.
Yeah.
It was India, and I'm very. Well, I haven't been doing it so much recently, but I was big into meditation, and I went to India.
TM, Transcendental Meditation?
No, just meditation.
Okay.
I've never done transcendental, but I met this monk in L.A., and he told me this amazing story as I was there going, well, look, this is what's wrong with my life, and he said that he was at the school. This school was amazing. They closed this school because this kid, one day, they say that this kind of that he had this spiritual experience and he passed it on to one of the other kids. Then all these kids started having these out-of-body experiences. They were literally calling their parents saying, you went here today, you were wearing this is what happened. And all this crazy stuff started happening. They closed the school and started this temple. It's called the Oneness University, and it's all about
Oneness?
Oneness University. And so you go there, and it was a one-on-one, and they teach you about their kind of philosophy. And their philosophy is absolutely accepting where you are in every moment. And that is your ugliness. You say, I'm jealous right now. I'm angry. It's not about...
being in touch with your emotions.
Being in touch with your emotions. And, rather than, I'm angry, but I shouldn't be, because that's what's frustrating. It's like, if I'm fucking angry, I'm fucking angry.
Let it out.
There you go.
Right.
If I'm jealous, I'm jealous. And it's about absolute acceptance. But what they did every day was they gave you these blessings. So they'd sit with their hand in your head. And at first, I'm like, all right, this is dumb. What are they? You know, I felt like an idiot. About 3 days later, I start feeling this tingling in my head.
Every day they hold your head, and you start your head
2 or 3 times with an intention, so that whatever you've been talking about, they get, with that intention of learning that lesson, they start giving you this energy. And through passing that on, they say you can eventually pass it on, but you got to go through this ritual. I know this sounds crazy. Trust me, I thought so too.
I was going to say, you're going back to rehab after this visit with us.
Yeah, energize me. So wait a second. So your head starts tingling.
You get this tingling, and it's in exactly a certain part of your head, like just up here. And they explained it because they were working with some top neurosurgeons who explained the gland that it's affecting. And then what happened was you go through this ritual, and then you learn to start giving them. So I came back. I literally started giving blessings, and everybody I gave it to my girlfriend at the time.
Of course you did.
And it was so, but she literally went straight to the toilet and threw up.
Wow.
It was, but then she felt amazing.
Awesome.
You know,
so in other words, you came back from this experience, and now you were a healer. And you started laying hands on people.
Yeah.
And they threw up.
Yeah, right. But what was the thing? You started to think you could shoot lightning out of your hands or something?
No, you're just putting your hand in your head, and you're passing an energy. You're passing
Touch my head, and I want to see if I throw up.
Give Howard a treatment.
Give me a treatment right now. So are you still are you still treating girls?
No, I don't. It wasn't
it's
just
weird treating a guy.
I think that you need to have more education before you start treating people.
That's what happens in Hollywood. Somebody goes for a 2-week course, and right away they're teaching. Right? Skip right over.
I know. By the way, I know you. Yeah, I mean, I'm setting myself up for a big laugh here. But by the way, it was. I mean, I did it a lot, and it was amazing. There was just one girl said, she said, I've never done. She was off suddenly doing charity work on Easter. She was working with these kids. She says, I feel so energized.
Wow.
I had a blessing years ago from a guy, and he sat in a room, and I waited for him to start. He was a Brazilian guy, and I heard, this guy's amazing. And he sat in a room, and I sat there, and half an hour later, he went, we're done. And I'm like, what, that's it? And I thought it was bullshit.
Right.
Within 2 days, I'm like, I hadn't felt that happy or that energized or life suddenly. I had no issues. I just.
And what does he do? He just stands there?
He just stood there, but it was this kind of, focusing on you and passing.
Maybe it was that guy.
Maybe it was that guy
What's that guy,
I went
Robin?
to see.
Yeah.
What was his name?
This fucking guy goes in a room and he stands there.
He stares there.
A lot of people
and
do.
he stares at you.
And he stares at you. I said, that's the gig I want.
But he was in London. He was a Brazilian guy in London. But I mean, a lot of people. I got to tell you, even my buddy who's a director, he went to see this spiritualist, and the spiritualist said, you have an incredible power in you, and you don't even know it. And he started healing, and in fact, he healed me once on my back, and he got sick for 3 days. I mean, he really got sick. I mean, coughing, and
Does your back still hurt?
Sometimes it does.
I'm going to talk to you off the air, and we're going to get rid of that.
He has a healer for you,
Yeah,
too.
you don't need to heal. I got the real deal. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah.
You need help. I'm not kidding. Hey, so
it's actually not as bad as it was. So I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it just. I don't know many people who don't get some kind of back pain from time to time. But when he did that work on it, I couldn't believe the difference, and he's helped. So my buddy hadn't trained for 2 years. He put his hand on his shoulder. He got sick after that as well. My buddy went to the gym next day, was lifting weights. In fact, he's in the back room.
Dr.
Freddie Boy.
You're gonna learn about it from me, Dr. John Sarno, and you're gonna be fine.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
It's gonna be it, and that's gonna be. Hey, so you're dating some new hot chick I saw on the paper?
Yeah.
Look at you, model.
Model. Actress, actually. She just made a movie with Jude Law. She just did a couple of movies in Italy. Love? I'm in deep like.
You're in love.
No, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Is this one going to last?
Oh, look at him. He's starting to blush.
Yeah. What's going on? Did you do that healing move on her yet? Did you make her throw up?
Yeah.
Oh, there she. Wow, look at her.
Where?
Right there. Here, look over there. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
How do you not come fast with that?
That's what she said. That's what she said.
That's right.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. How old is she?
She's 14.
I want to do the healing move on her. Good Lord, where did you meet this one?
She's 25. You know what?
25. Good Lord, look at her.
She's actually...
She's perfect.
She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Physically perfect.
Yeah. I met her in New York after this art gallery opening.
Yeah.
And my friend was talking to her, so I was saying hello, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to kind of stand here or get out of the way. He says, hey, sit down. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. Great girl. You got to meet her. So we start talking, and she starts texting Paul Haggis, who we're all involved in the same charity, Artists for Peace and Justice. So I'm like, oh my God, you know Paul? And so then we get talking. We hang out till 7 in the morning.
Oh.
Where I say, let's go walk the Brooklyn Bridge. But first, let's go and get jackets at my place.
Perfect.
And I have a hat collection of like 200 hats. Crazy Russian, you name it, I have those hats. We didn't even kiss. We're jumping about the apartment. We're trying on hats. There was something so magical about it. And I went, this girl's amazing. And then I said, she was leaving the next day, and I said, I'm coming to see you in Milan. I'm coming. And 3 days later, I was at her door in Milan, and she freaked the fuck out. She was on her phone. She goes, she's on with her assistant, and I knew she was
Let me get this straight. You met her where? In New York?
At a gallery opening.
Where was the gallery?
No, it wasn't. It was a gallery, but it was the after party after the show.
Is this in New York?
Yeah, it's my friend's place, the Derby, which is a great place.
You meet her. How come your friend wasn't banging her? The guy who she was texting. How come he wasn't?
He has a girlfriend.
Right.
So and he was just friends with her, but she doesn't live here, so. You know, she'd been visiting.
So what is she? She's modeling in Milan or acting in Milan. So she goes off to Milan, and you just say, I gotta be near her.
Well, yeah.
Basically, you had this amazing night, no sex. It was just trying on hats and walking the Brooklyn Bridge till 7 in the morning.
Yeah, no, we never made the Brooklyn Bridge. At 7, really? I'm like, 7. It was like, all right, who are we kidding?
No making out, nothing.
No, not even a
Why
hug.
not? That's your move.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't. You know, I thought it was very rare, but I'm like, I don't need that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So you hung with her. Does she speak English?
Yeah.
She's good at it.
She speaks 5 languages.
Wow.
Yeah.
She speaks 5 languages, and you're trying on hats. You're doing that whole move, like you're playing it like, hey, I'm not even gonna have sex with you. This is like, I just want to see if we have a friendship. That's the best way to play it. Then she leaves.
Yeah.
And you're texting and shit, and she's in Milan, and you go, fuck it, I'm going to get on the plane and go. Like, that's very Pretty Woman stuff. I mean, you get on the plane, and you fly to Milan.
Yeah.
And then when she sees that you've made this effort, that's when you bang her, right? You're the man.
Yeah.
No, good for you.
So, no, we spent 3 days in Milan, and we didn't, we're both pretty paranoid about, because we just were hanging out, about paparazzi, and there's a lot of paparazzi in Milan.
Look at that picture of her.
Oh my God.
Are her boobs real?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you serious?
I don't know. I've never touched them, but I mean,
yes, you have. She's like a D cup.
By the way, me too. After all that Coca-Cola.
Oh.
But it was right before the Cannes Film Festival, so we went to Cannes, and we managed to kind of get away relatively unnoticed. And then I played a charity game for the rest of the world against England in Manchester United's ground. She came to that. Then we spent 8 days traveling Scotland, staying in bed and breakfast, in castles, and all over. And it was
you can get away with doing that?
Yeah.
Man.
By the way,
I'd love to try on hats with her just to do that. It'd be fun. You know what I mean? So wait a second. Let me understand something. Knowing your reputation, has she laid down the law to you? She said, hey, look, son, I'll go out with you, but if I find out you're fucking around, it's over? Has she ever said that to you? Because you'll screw this up.
Yeah.
She did say it.
I don't think she had to.
She knows you're into her.
Yeah, she knows.
You think you'll marry her or something? No,
I don't.
And you're not in love
Take
with
it
her?
easy, Howard.
This is me you're
easy.
talking to.
Take it easy.
Is that going to be your life story, though, you think? Do you think you'll ever find that great love? And are you ever going to be monogamous and really settle down? There's no way, right?
Yeah, no, I can't even say that I can totally do that. It's hard for those words to come out of my mouth. No, yeah, I can.
You don't want to have kids, huh?
I do want to have kids.
Yeah.
I totally want to. I'd love to have.
What's a good age to have kids? Like 60 years?
Yeah. Yeah, Steve Martin's like 67. He just had a kid.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wait.
That's a little young.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I want to. Yeah, I mean, some people say they want to have kids younger so they can play basketball and all that. One, I can't play basketball, but two, what a great excuse that you can't. You save the time because you only have your Zimmer frame or a wheelchair. It's like I'd love to. But now I can get some work done.
But you see why you can't? You'll never be able to settle down because, look at her, and then around the corner there's going to be someone even hotter. I mean, it's how the hell are you ever going to settle down? It's insane.
But
and look how easy it is for you.
Is like George Clooney a model for you? Is that what it is? Like
hell
you
yeah,
say,
he's a
look
model
at
for
George.
everything.
George never
settled. You know
takes
George?
the plunge.
Listen, yeah, I know George.
Yeah.
He's
a good
George
guy.
is a great guy, and he certainly seems to be pretty happy with how he lives his life.
Every year he changes models.
By the way, the way I see it is what it is. I would love to settle down. I'd love to have kids. I really would. If that happens, that's great. If it doesn't, then I'll just go with again. It's about acceptance.
Right.
Whatever.
So what do you think? I mean, what's going to go on with this girl? She's going to move in with you or what?
I don't know. I mean, she
traveling?
When I met her here, she was checking out acting schools,
right.
and she was talking about going to Lee Strasberg, and she still wants to do that. It's now whether she's going to come over to New York or to L.A.
You know what, though? In a way, though, you have so much free time in terms of, like, you're here doing promotion. She's somewhere. You're probably not going to see her for a few weeks. You could feasibly get into a seductive situation with somebody else and bring her back and try on hats with her. You know what I mean? It's like it's got to be constant temptation for you. I mean, you go to rehab and chicks are slipping notes under your door.
Yeah. You know what? By the way, this is like that's so fun. When you've had that for a few years, honestly, it loses its appeal. I have been such a bad boy in my life, and there's times where you go, this is fun, but it's the same old. So it loses its appeal. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but definitely not saying that. But
Robin is. She says you're perfect.
Perfect.
Dude, it's unbelievable what's going on with you. Listen, the new movie. Let's talk about that for a second. Gerard Butler is in Olympus Has Fallen. Now, understand what this is. This is an action film. I can't stand these Les Miserables. I won't even watch that.
He did a musical.
Oh, did you?
Phantom of the Opera. I did.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
You get laid in that one, at least.
Not really.
Yeah, but
yes,
she
you
was
do.
asleep.
So what? And did you just party with Mel Gibson in Miami, I read? You and a bunch of guys were there.
Yeah,
Who was it? It was you, Leo DiCaprio.
Bradley Cooper.
Brad Cooper.
Who else was down there?
The chicks must have been like flocking to this table.
Yeah.
Was it weird hanging with Mel with all his bullshit?
No, Mel's cool.
He was?
Oh, I gotta
think he's
tell
a dick.
Really?
That's all hype.
You're saying he's a good dude? Like I could hang with him?
I swear to God, he's a really funny, super sharp, and there's. I was surprised we all have. I'm a nice guy.
Right.
I make mistakes. I say dickish things,
Right.
But at the time that I've spent with him, I was really I was really impressed. I think he was a good, solid individual.
Because he can get crazy anti-Semitic, but you're uncircumcised, so he probably liked you right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know
This is no heeb, right?
There's no heeb here.
No, he's an amazing guy to listen to. He has an incredible mind. But yeah, I'm not saying what's that?
So you dug him.
I dug him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill was part of that too.
Jonah Hill was down there.
Is he getting a lot of girls too?
No. Don't
like,
ask
who's
me
the
those
king
questions.
bee when it's is it DiCaprio?
It's Leo, right?
Is it Leo
Gotta
is the
be.
ringleader?
Probably Leo. Not a ringleader, but
Right.
you know, wherever
head
Leo
guy.
goes, there's
Right.
generally 600 women around him.
Yeah,
And,
he's the man.
But you know what? He's another guy. He's a very impressive individual, man. He knows what's going on. He's so smart. He's so clued in on life, and he's a phenomenal actor.
Do you get jealous of him and his career in the sense of like when you're all hanging out, like do you all sort of like try to figure out where you are in the totem pole of show business?
Like I said, I've always tried not. That's such a kind of negative, worthless energy.
Right.
I'm not saying every now and again you don't think, oh, I wish I'd done that, but I feel if you're going to think that about other people, it's only going to come back and bite you in the ass. So no,
Right.
If somebody's talented, I want them to have every bit of success. The Jeremy Renners, the Tom Hardys, they're awesome.
But do you get into like a mental competitiveness with them, like sort of like? This sounds weird, but like if I'm sitting at a table, looking like, that chick went over to him, not me. Like do you start to kind of like when women come over, like, Leo got like 5 women walking over to him, and I only got 2 or something. And you start to judge your own worth that way?
No, because you know what? I'm happy that 5 women are going over to him and only 2 are coming over to me.
Really?
But yeah.
Can you be happy about that? Isn't that sort of like you're judging your mojo?
I got to tell you, when you have a bunch of women coming over to you, it sounds like a dream come true, but in actual fact, it can be a huge pain in the ass because sometimes you're just trying to have a conversation,
right.
And every time you turn around, they're waiting for a chance to jump in. Often the things they do are kind of. I'm amazed at women. Listen,
what a
guys
pain.
get a hard time all the time. We admit we're pigs, but women don't admit that, and yet what they will do sometimes to shit on each other to get in there, it is.
When you go out on the town with these guys, who pays the check? Is it Leo? Because he's like sort of the ringleader. And I don't want to say ringleader, but he's sort of who paid the check that night?
No. That was none of us did that night.
Because they comp you all the booze?
They kind of pay you to be there.
We were all down there kind of for something, and it was all sponsored.
Open bar?
Open bar.
Open bar and all that.
Free
pussy.
Coca-Colas for me all night.
And you're seeing that girl, so you can't fuck around, right? Those guys,
That was tough.
You guys should have gotten Mel to pay for everything, because Mel's got to pay. I mean, hey, Mel, you want to hang out with us?
Well, there was nothing to pay.
If there had been, even a dinner, you go, hey, Mel, you know what?
Let Mel pay.
Your career is in the shitter right now. You pick up the fucking tab, asshole. We're helping you here, He wants everyone to like him. You don't need that aggravation. Listen to me. What a life. What a life.
For who?
You.
Oh, for me.
Me? What am I doing?
Does
I'm doing
anybody
AGT.
Is there any water or something in here?
Here, I'll give you some water.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, Howard, his life is like The Bachelor.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're The Bachelor. You ever watch that show, The Bachelor?
No.
And it's unbelievable. Like it's like 40 chicks all trying to win over this one guy.
I should go on that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Listen, I could talk to you all day. I mean, you got some life. We just talked for an hour and a half straight.
No, we didn't.
Did you know that? Yeah, it's 9:24. We started at 8.
My God.
Wow.
Huh?
Well,
let's
like
go
I've
back
been
to
on
your
here
place
for 5 minutes.
Let's go back to your place and try on some hats. Come on, man. Just 2 dudes.
He really doesn't want to try on hats with you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, That's
did you think I meant hats on your head?
I see. Like Jimmy hats. So it's funny, in a relationship when it's going great and you first meet a girl and you're up till 7 a.m. trying on hats and doing all kinds of stuff, and then there comes that time where everything goes wrong and you go, how the fuck did I stay up with her till 7 a.m. trying on hats?
Yes.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I hope so too. We've had our moments. We've had our moments.
You have already?
Good
Lord. You're kidding.
She's fiery. I mean, she is so, she's incredibly smart. She's very sharp. She's very proud.
But a girl who looks like that is going to come to you and say, listen, I'm not going to waste my time with you. If we go out for a year, now I want to be married. Because if I sit here and wait, I could get used up. That's going to be the tricky part.
Well, it's 10 months, and she's not been saying that.
Oh, she's 25. That's true. She might not want to get married yet. Yeah. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, you really know your shit. You got it down cold.
He studied.
Yeah. He must have gone to Clooney's house and studied. They got vocal coach and then like a Clooney coach. All right, listen. We could talk all day. The movie, I'm going to see this movie.
I'm looking
by the
forward
way,
to seeing
honestly,
this movie.
it's fantastic. I mean, we're getting like 100% positive reviews from people. It's such a buzz. I mean,
how much you get on the back end?
I'm not telling you.
Give me a deal.
No.
You got money up front, right? What's your quote?
I'm not telling you.
What do you mean you're not telling me?
By the way, you're like the only man. I can't believe how much I do tell you, but I was literally about to tell you, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. This is on radio.
No, I mean, the quote is everything, right?
Yeah, probably not as much as you think.
$2 million a film?
No, it's more than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, how dare you insult him?
I don't know. What the hell? 5?
I'm not saying.
I would think for Gerard Butler, minimum $5 million a film, right?
Maybe.
Nice money.
It's yeah.
How many homes
after
do you
commission
own?
and taxes? That's
how many homes do you own?
Actually, 4, but 2.
Look at you.
2 are small. Yeah, and then my parents' land in Scotland. They have the house. I have the land, so I can still kick them off even though it's their house.
You own your parents' land.
Oh, it's my mom's 70th birthday today, by the way.
Happy birthday, Mom.
She's in Florida.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Boca Beach Club?
No, it's she goes to this with my stepfather every year. Check this out. My mom has they wanted to go for 2 months a year. They've been doing it for about 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
They go to this place. It's called the Villages, and it's like everybody over 65. They have every club you can
like
imagine.
Century Village.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like Century Village. You go there and you hang out with all the old people. You
hang out.
And
they have line dancing and aqua aerobics, and they have golfing, and they have a blast.
Why do old people all want to do that?
Yeah, well,
just old people want to do something.
You know what? I'm old enough to be in one of those homes.